Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Kirkland.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 62nd episode of the GeekVerse Podcast.
Number 62.
Oh, you said 62. I'm like, wait, what did I say? I am the Macho King, Travis Snell.
The Macho King?
Yeah.
I'm the extraordinary
Ooh.
Dylan.
I am Captain Kirk.
Captain.
Are you actually a Trekkie?
No, it's reference to FTL.
Okay.
Because I've been playing that a lot.
They used to call him Captain Kirk at Target all the time, though.
I mean, I've always gotten that because, you know, my name's Kirk. And
Yeah.
people are like, Captain Kirk. It's
Definitely
just
big
like,
correlation.
Star Wars, man.
Do you actually like them at all? The movies?
I haven't seen too much of the old show,
Mhm.
but I saw a couple episodes with my uncle back in the day. He would just watch that all day, and I just was forced to watch it with him.
Who else are we joined by on the nice panel here?
The tremendously terrific Taylor.
Wow. That alliteration.
I like your shades.
Thank you.
Shading it.
I know,
Sunny in
you
here.
didn't even put shades on your character that you made. It was really surprising.
Because I wanted those eyes to really catch the
Oh,
attention.
man.
Yeah. Once again, if you didn't know, that's Taylor. This is the first time he's ever joined us for a newscast in I don't know how long.
2016.
Yeah, it's been a long
2016.
time.
Yeah.
This is a debut episode. And finally we're joined by...
I can't really be the ghost Jessica anymore
Why not?
because, well, they can see that I'm obviously.
What if someone
Have you never
messages
seen a
back and
ghost?
say they don't see you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the. I don't know. I'm Jessica.
Jurassic.
Nah,
Jessica. That's what you should have.
Jurassic.
I was trying to think of like alliteration of J's to like string together like Taylor can with his T's, but it just.
Jumpin' Jessica.
Jumpin'
Oh,
Jessica.
we had it.
Oh,
Jumpin' Jack.
okay.
I read your mind.
ICBC, I'm not doing any jumping. They're lying.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Anyways, a little housekeeping before we start.
Housekeeping.
I want to thank it's... Oh, I guess by the time this episode comes out, and unless you're watching us live on YouTube, but if you listen to the podcast, we're officially into July. I did not look at the stats because I'm a bad boy, but June was our biggest month. I just know that it was. I think our biggest month was around like 5,000 listens overall, and I know it's past 10,000. So
Wow.
obviously a lot of that was E3. A lot of that was, you know, a lot of nice fanboys hating on me and Liam for BBS Ultimate Cut, but it was a good month, so I want to shout out everybody that listened to whatever it was, like whether it's Netflix and Phil, whether it's Geek Creed, our show, whatever, like our 10,000 shows we have, like whatever it is, if you subscribed, if you're new, old, thank you for making that our biggest month. It was lots of fun. I'm excited next year for E3, you know.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if anything will be good as that Sony.
It'll be difficult.
Yeah. And then I wanted to shout out...
Bethesda's gonna draw Elder Scrolls and it's gonna win anything. That's
not
what's
according to
happening.
them. They haven't even
It's not even
started.
in development
It's not
yet.
even in development.
I hate
So,
you guys.
you're going to be a skeleton by the time that happens.
They're just saying that to trump you losers who don't believe.
And then I want to shout out Marvel Zombie Beak. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you say the name. If not, I'll definitely tweet out. You tweet out our BBS Ultimate Cut from Dynamic Duo, which I want to shout out. That's our biggest episode of Dynamic Duo all time. It's going to be a
Thanks for
Geek First Top 5. We hit over 500. Crazy.
Good stuff.
But yeah, no, and I want to shout him out because he promoted, and I thank you for that. And yeah, he's a good guy. I've talked to Twitter lots because we have good civil conversations. You would think that like this guy who hates Hugh Jackman play Wolverine and me who loves him would bash, but guess what? We're normal people and we have civil conversations, unlike
Wow.
everybody. You know,
Yeah.
the very first
I've never had one of those actually.
Yeah.
the very first
It's rare.
response,
It's rare,
the very
especially
first
on the internet.
response I got on Twitter for the BBS thing was like, I was like, oh, the preview, Liam, I didn't think it was any better, and then the person's like, well, you're the only one, and it's like, I definitely don't think that is the case, but if it is, that's cool, that's my opinion, but if
Yeah.
you want to check that out, cheap plug.
Shouts out to the keyboard warriors out there.
Oh yeah, like, just, why? Like, so, yeah, that was about it, and then I wanted to tell a quick story about Dylan.
A quick riddle.
It was funny,
What's a
so...
riddle?
We were planning, like, we text all the time, everybody group chat when we meet, and I text Dylan, I said, oh, podcast, Thursday, 6 to 6:30, and he messaged me back, like, oh, a short one, I like that. I'm like, no, that's gonna be the timer, and you're like, okay, that works too. So I just wanted to show that, because I got a good laugh about that, because at first I thought you were joking, but then when I got the, oh, okay,
I think I was
like,
like half joking. I don't remember. I think I was at least half joking.
we've never done a podcast under half an hour, so I don't even know if we could pull it off, to be honest. We talk so much, as you can see, this is just our intro, we haven't gone to the news. Does anyone want to say anything, like, wacky or random before we get into the news?
Happy
Nothing
Canada
wacky.
Day.
Nothing wacky, and
No.
I want to say Happy Canada Day to everyone.
Thank you. It's in the bottom of my notes, but we'll spoil it now. And Happy Independence
Spoil
Day.
it.
And if there's any other holiday going on that we don't know about,
Independence Day?
that's what I shouted that out.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of course.
The 4th of July.
I said any other holiday like no, not North American. You know, if Britain, you got some new holiday you're making up this weekend because you're just doing whatever rules you want. That's Happy Britain Day.
I think it was the
Happy
16th
Bri-
anniversary
Happy
of
Britain
Diablo
Day.
1 yesterday or something.
Oh, yeah, Diablo 2.
Diablo
it was
2.
the 17th year anniversary of Diablo 2. So, shouts out to Diablo.
It's Dylan's birthday, the
Yeah.
day this releases.
Yeah.
Saturday, because it comes out, you know.
That's not actually my birthday, though.
Well, whatever. I thought you might want to keep some confidential with the fans.
Is your birthday 4th?
Enough people
Now
call
they
us.
know.
Independence Day?
Now they know.
Yeah.
I wanna give
You
them
didn't
my
say which month,
Social
but
insurance
you
number
said,
2.
yeah, 821. No.
3 numbers. I'm one of the first. One of the first 8 numbers.
Anyways, folks, this is a normal movie live, or not movie, just
Movie.
news live cast. The reason I said movies is because we're going to start with movie news. We've had a month filled with game news. E3, that took over, so we're going to do movie news. And then in the description, I'm going to put when we switch over to gaming news. So if you don't like games, if that's not your thing, if your fingers are too small for the remotes, you just like movies, that's what this is for. If you like them both, just listen the whole way through. If you don't, skip over. So
I've seen people play Melee with their face, so I don't think that...
With their
that
face.
talent.
Yeah, people who like have disability and like can't
I
use
would
2
think
hands.
feet though.
But what if they don't have that
But
either?
What if they don't have that?
Dexterity
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
him.
there's this guy. I think his name's like Broly Legs, and I think he just
Oh.
like supports it. Like I don't know, it's really strange, but he's actually pretty.
And he
good,
would
so.
easily kick my ass too.
Oh,
Yeah,
he would.
he
He's
probably
actually
I love
has to.
Melee.
He's actually really good.
I love it,
He's
not
really
as much as Dylan. I love the Smash series, but like, I'm definitely not.
good. I don't think you
the
love
master.
it nearly as much.
I put it in my top 10, Melee.
Not
I
enough.
said not as much as you. I already said that.
number 1, or you're just lying to yourself.
Anyways, as a good thing to point out, Taylor is reading our first bit of news that I have. So, this was like weeks ago, so if it's old news to you, I'm sorry, but we did not talk about movie news. Darth Vader officially confirmed for Star Wars. Taylor, we'll start with you, Star Wars geek over there. What do you feel about this?
I'm very excited for it. I
Mhm.
mean, I wasn't really.
I was surprised by that answer.
I wasn't thinking. Like, I wasn't surprised because I obviously knew he was going to be in it, even if they were.
Well,
gonna
we didn't
hint
know
towards it.
yet.
Yeah, but-
we had an idea, but we didn't know 100%.
I even noticed. I
No.
thought it was always confirmed. So for me,
To be honest, I was like
I was-
95% sure that he was going to be in it. 'Cause
I was 100% sure.
I remember on one of the casts we were talking about it, where like if he's not in it, it's just like, come on, he has to be.
I was 100% sure, but there's still
Yeah.
a little bit of a
Yeah.
worry in me, you know? Now, this is what I'll ask you, and like everyone will say when they go down the line. They confirmed it in our magazine. Are you happy they did that instead of like doing it in a trailer?
No, I would have liked a trailer more. I think it would have been
we
a
heard
much
his
better
breath.
reveal.
We heard his breath in that one.
Yeah, debatable. I think so, but like, yeah. But
I mean,
anyways,
I
I was
always
just some fanboy freaking out.
Heavy breathing.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
I always just assumed he was in it because you have the Empire's greatest weapon being built. Why wouldn't one of their greatest leaders be
Second
there?
command.
Second command being there to oversee its final preparations. I just assumed that he would be there to oversee it because he was in A New Hope. He was.
But
there
if
for
you
the most
assume, you
part.
make an ass out of you and me, so you don't want to.
That's how the saying
Yeah,
goes.
that's
Too.
That's very true.
That's
What
our
do
new
you-
slogan.
What do you think?
Hashtag ass you me.
What do you think of the Clone Wars character being slipped in there?
Can't remember his name, but I like it. I like that they're kind of semi-expanding the universe, but not at the same time. Like, they're using other things. For people that don't know, they're using a character from the Clone Wars TV show in Rogue One, and it's just animated, but still, it's cool to show that correlation. It's very much like comics-wise. Like, it's a minor character, but it's cool that that's somebody.
Is it like a good guy, bad guy?
He's a good guy.
A good guy who kind of has a shaky past, so, like, he's kind of messed up, so...
Like most good guys.
Yeah.
Or most good guys.
Except Captain America, because baller.
Because he's a Nazi.
Kirkland, what do you... Actually, no, if you read the newest comic this week, they fixed it. Kirkland, what do you
They
think
fixed
about...
it. They already changed it.
Yeah. What do you think about Vader being officially confirmed? in this?
Super pumped.
Mhm.
I mean, I was like, if he's not in this movie, it's not going to be a good Star Wars movie. I mean,
Yeah.
that was just like from what I was coming out of. But super pumped.
Mhm.
I mean, he's going to be pretty badass, I'm assuming.
Are you the same as Taylor? You would have liked to maybe it in a trailer, or do you just don't care? It's out there.
No.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. Doesn't really matter. If and doesn't matter.
Dylan,
But
sorry.
I'll just move it on.
Go
Dylan.
on, go ahead.
No?
I thought you took a breath like Darth Vader did in that trailer, and then like, oh, he's done, and then...
I'm so excited that I'm heavy breathing.
You have nothing? No? You good?
No.
I don't know. Darth Vader's he's alright. Not one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I already like I said I already thought he was like confirmed to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's not really to me. I don't know. Kind of just just like the wind comes and goes, just the way she goes.
Very true.
Jessica?
That really doesn't matter to me like it
No.
does to you guys.
I'll ask the two mega Star Wars geeks. there's rumors, or they're just actually it wasn't even rumor. They're debating back and forth on if they want to keep the opening crawl for Rogue One, and they say they may not because
So like not use the normal.
yeah, because they say the point is like it's not a main saga story, but then of course it's Star Wars. What do you two feel about that? And if you guys have an opinion,
I actually think that's good because I feel like it's in between the two movies, right? So you usually they do it to like set up what's been going on, and I feel like you don't need that.
Yeah.
And I think they are trying to separate it from like the actual series. I actually agree with that decision if they don't do it.
I disagree. I think it's just like a Star Wars thing. Like even if you played the video games, like all the video games have the exact same scrolling. Whether you play the Lego ones, if you play Knights of the Old Republic, like Force Unleashed, like they all start with the credits. So I feel like that's just a Star Wars thing. I don't know why they'd go away from that.
Yeah.
It just
see, that's where I'm like dead in the middle because I agree with you that like you want Star Wars and then the booing thing, but I do like what Dylan says, and I even thought about that. I like that it kind of separates it from the main saga, and one thing like we didn't point out, but that's a good thing, like with Vader too, like if the opening crawl's not there, you know this isn't a part of that whole thing, and that's why like I'm waiting to see Vader in a trailer as well, because there are always going to be people that still don't know what this movie is. Like I guarantee you a bunch of people don't know this is right before Episode 4, you know, because all they see is Star Wars, and they whatever, you know, there's people that don't listen to podcasts and whatnot, so that's where the crawl could help, be like it's different, but then I'd almost feel like I'm missing something if I don't get like
it also like you said, like it covers what's been going on, right? And it just I don't know, it doesn't just start so you're not like puzzled of what's going on, or like you said, like where are we in the Star Wars universe? Are we before Episode 4? Or like where are we? But I don't know. It's like that Star Wars music comes in, like you just know it's a Star Wars
it
thing,
gets
right?
goosebumps.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was kind of on the fence about it, but when you said like all the games and even the Force Unleashed has that opening crawl, it reminded me that that is a big Star Wars thing. But I mean, I would be okay if Rogue One had the intro like Clone Wars episodes do, where it's got that guy like
sucks.
that guy talking like
it's just like
turmoil in the galaxy.
Yeah, it's really cheesy. No, not that. It's just like on last week's episode, this is what happened in Anakin. Blah, 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 2 seasons.
So we're gonna decline his offer
for sure. For sure. Kathleen Kennedy, do not listen to Taylor.
No, I in the end I would like the opening crawl still because it is a Star Wars thing and it would definitely fill in everyone about what's going on. Most movies they play like I still have people saying like when Star Wars 7 came out they're like, oh, is Darth Vader in it?
Oh yeah, there's all those people.
Just fuck no.
Yeah. So just get
don't,
out.
and
Just
that
get
was
out.
to his grandmother too. Jessica, do you have any opinions on the opening crawl for Star Wars?
I think it should be left in. I mean, in a theory, it is somewhat different because they're not necessarily following exactly through the storyline, but it is part of the storyline. Still, it's not 100% completely different, way off. It does fall between episode
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
or a week before 4.
yeah. So, I mean, really, it is still part of that storyline. It's not, in the same galaxy, but happening somewhere else at a different time. So I think to leave that in, even just to say what's already happened in episode 3, and then, play it.
Yeah.
Because it's, for the Han Solo movies, I could see maybe taking them out because that's not really part of the storyline. That's him doing his own thing.
So,
But this is still part of what's going on in the story, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I have a quick question about that. It's probably
all done, no questions.
But so like this is canon, right? This movie.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be like the books where they just.
No, this because Disney owns all this, so this is their
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
This
what I
is
was
so whatever happens here happens there, and that's my.
I wonder if they're gonna have like some like foreshadowing towards like the movies and like have like little things like that.
I hope so, as this one does take place like
a week before, like you said.
Supposed to be something like that. So
they just have like a last week in the galaxy. Like,
that's what he was talking
from,
about,
like,
pretty much.
A week from now, and then they just do like the episode 4 rolling credits.
So while we were gone, also, there's a bunch of reporters. They did a set visit on Justice League. They went to London and whatnot. And Zack Snyder talked a lot about BVS and the critical acclaim and how he was surprised that people didn't like it and all this and blah, 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 and all this stuff. That stuff is, I don't necessarily agree with, but that's in a different episode. So pretty much what they're saying is they're trying to make the tone and it more overall be fun. What I was going to ask you was, first of all, Taylor, you just like giggled to yourself. One, do you, like, I'll just ask, like, what is your all right, the movie comes out November 2017, so it's not that far away.
Yeah.
And now it's been so many months for BVS. I know we talk about this stuff for BVS, but now with news like they want to make it fun. Are you excited for Justice League? Like, where is that in your, like, in a 1 to 10 sort of way? Like, does this make it more exciting for you, less exciting? Taylor loved Batman vs Superman. Well, I don't know, love, but he gave it 9 out of 10, so that's like a solid A.
I forgot about that rating, actually.
So does this get you more excited, or?
You know, I don't really care what they say. I find for the guy to say, we're going to make it more fun, that's just kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of weird.
I think because that was the most thing that people complain that, like, they said BVS, like lots of people thought it wasn't fun or it was really slow, you know, which I wouldn't necessarily disagree with.
Yeah.
I think for me there was fun parts, but it's more the story and the tone. Like, I don't think it being darker was a problem. I think it was just some writing was the problem.
I guess it's just the way he says it. Like, if you were to say, like, it's going to be an
that's
action-packed ride, it's
that's not an exact
but...
quote. He didn't just come out and be like, it's fun, but, like, that was the vibe him and his wife and everybody else. Like,
I thought you meant he came out and was like,
no,
it's going to be a fun movie.
No, that's not an exact quote. I didn't.
Xbox's new slogan, it's fun.
No, Nintendo. That's what they really need.
That could totally be
The NX, it's fun.
Kirkland, where are you standing? Because you liked BVS and you haven't seen it again since, right?
I have not seen it since. More fun. I don't know. I feel like they're just make it like more like one-liners maybe, like, and like more like characters that are like kidding around with each other.
Yeah,
like that's from
more levity.
Yeah, that's what I get from it. Not so much like, I wouldn't say BVS was like the darkest movie I've ever seen, but it definitely was like that darker tone.
Mm-hmm.
But so maybe just making it not as much like that and like a little bit lighter. Yeah,
that's fair. Dylan.
Well, you see, I feel like, you know, I wasn't really excited for it, but now that I heard it's fun, wow, I can't wait. Like, seriously, what is that? That doesn't mean anything, right? That's just like filler.
I think they're just like, because the thing is, I guess what they're going for is it's going to be kind of what Kirkland is like, if they're telling the truth. They want to make more lighter, not to be so doom and gloom. Like, they want you to have fun as a viewer. You know, like, I know that's what the funny thing is, but like, they want you to have fun. They, like, it doesn't want to be so serious. I guess, like, I don't know if they'd be going for like the Marvel tone. I don't think that far, but something similar, something where you could take your kid into and watch. You know, where BVS, I don't think it's that dark. I just feel like it's so dense and there's so much talking. You know, like, I don't. People can say it's dark, but I don't feel it's that dark. My kid could have watched all that stuff, but it's just the fact of I don't think they'd be entertained because it's like so much politics and Superman not smiling.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that statement, you know, it's fun. Like,
once again,
we're joking around because it doesn't mean anything, right? It's just like, you guys seem to think it means that it's going to be maybe one line is going to be more lighthearted or something, but to me that doesn't mean absolutely anything. Right? Yeah. Because like I feel like any movie, no matter what the tone is, like it's a good movie. Like to make it a good movie, it has to be fun. Like you have to enjoy your time watching it. I feel like, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a super depressing drama.
I guess.
My Sister's Keeper. That wasn't a fun movie.
Super random movie.
I don't know.
We're just trying to go to a depressing movie.
Schindler's List. That's
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't.
So you're not really excited for the movie at all?
No, I think it's gonna. Think about it now. I have to see like a trailer before I really have any sort of opinion on what I think.
3 more weeks, maybe a teaser.
Because we've talked about BVS a lot, but like there was a lot of potential, right? And there's a lot of things that could have gone right. So I mean. If it's a fun movie, I'll like it.
That's the way I always look at it. Is like the stuff that was bad is fixable, right? It's not like entirely like, man, this is like a franchise killer. I think there's stuff that, you know, some people think is like the best of all time. I don't. Some people think it's the worst. I don't. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, lower middle. It's just like you can fix those things, you know. So, Jessica, do you have any excitement for a funner, brighter Justice Leaguer?
You know, to me right now, I have no excitement whatsoever. I'll wait until it comes out and see how it does. I mean, as everyone here knows, I rated Batman vs Superman the worst out of everyone in our group, so...
Yeah, but this one's fun. So.
Yeah, but like you said, every movie needs to kind of have some element of fun to kind of capture...
I don't think every movie. Like, I don't think Saw is fun. Like, what we were talking about before.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, I think Saw is fun.
But then, like, another movie that, like, once again, like, you probably haven't seen it, but it's a movie like A Schindler's List. something that's about Nazi concentration camp and it's depressing. But I feel like the genre it is needs some sort of fun. Where I don't feel like every movie needs to be fun, you know?
Superhero movie.
Yeah, like
because like
action,
when you read a comic book, like
you should have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's not like, oh, I have to read this.
I mean, you know, in a horror movie, like, you have fun being scared, or like in Saw where you're waiting to know what's happening. You know, that kind of suspense, that's fun. You know, comedy's obviously fun. James Bond action, that's fun. I mean, to some degree, there's
She watched Skyfall.
Yeah, I watched that.
Was that fun?
No. I mean, but that's why I'm not going to go back and watch them. But to some degree, whether or not you call it fun, there's something in every movie that you like that has to bring you back to it.
That's fair.
I think from what you're saying, they're not saying exactly fun, but I think what they're saying is that there's going to be something in this movie that's going to draw people to it more than BVS. And so for me, there's nothing in BVS that drew me to it. So for me, even though they're saying that there's going to be this new element, you know, I mean, even I was so hyped because
you liked Man of Steel.
I did like Man of Steel, but Lex, the actor.
Oh,
yeah, like I love him, and I was so excited for that. And even though I had that hype going in, I was still disappointed by it.
But he's bald now.
Yeah, but he doesn't lose it from shaving his head in prison.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I feel about the same. Like for me, it's just like I didn't like Man of Steel. I'm not the biggest fan of BVS. Like I like it, but I like parts in it. So it's the thing of I'm not really gonna believe it till I see it. You know, once I'm in the theater, I walk, I'll be like, that was fun or that was good. But it's a little spoiler because I now do at the beginning of the year we're gonna do like last year where we like rank what we're most excited for comic book films. This easily is a spoiler. Will be in last place for me because it's just like the reputation's the other one, right? And it's like there's like there's a movie like Wolverine 3 coming out, which is clearly not going to be as big as Justice League, but I'm more looking forward to that because I enjoyed the last one, you know, like a lot more. So it's like, for me, it's like, I'm still going to see it. Like, I love these things and I hope I see it. And I'm like, man, that's a solid Taylor score. That's a solid 9, 10, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance too. But like, until then, it's like they can only say this stuff, you know, because, I don't know, and they're working on it, right? So it's not like they're going to be like, well,
it's not.
We're gonna try and make it fun, but we don't really know. You know,
they're gonna praise it as much as possible.
Yeah. So, I think oh no, this is not. I don't know. Why would I say it's the last movie thing? There are a few rumors. It was from one person that maybe has a few sources. It's just more poking you guys with a stick to see your interest and seeing if it would be something. There's a rumor that came out that maybe Marvel and Fox might work with something to preference it. That'd be Fantastic Four and X-Men. If that were to happen, would you be interested? And then Taylor, and like everybody, I'm just saying Taylor because you're first. Would you want them to do like a Spider-Man, like reboot it? Everybody, it's like an X-Men right now, everything like that, like gone and like just new for Fantastic Four and X-Men, or do they carry that over and like pose the same thing?
What do you mean by reboot Spider-Man?
Like remember Garfield was there? They got Spider-Man, like okay, bye. Happen in the future.
Can Andrew Garfield not want to continue though?
He did, but they wanted to do high school and he's mid-30. Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. If X-Men, if that were to happen, would you want the same approach where like all the actors right now are gone and they like start over, or do they do like would you like a parallel universe thing where it's just like a movie like? That's, I guess, like, it's probably years away, but I'm asking just because the rumors came up last week of, like, how would you want them to do it?
It depends where it is in the timeline.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's coming into the X-Men timeline right now, then they should stick with the same actors, but if it's, you know, older X-Men or different X-Men or younger X-Men, I mean, then it's something different. But
well, I guess the thing that doesn't work, I guess, though, is because Fassbender right now is in, like, the 70s, right, and all that people, so it's like if they do Marvel...
Yeah, like, if they have an old...
They have to
if they have, like, an old Xavier, they can't use McAvoy.
Yeah,
right?
They're going to have to...
Old.
Well, I guess I just answered my question. I guess they're going to have to kind of recast if they did that, because you can't have them wearing old age.
But like Jessica said,
it's
dependent.
Avengers, find a way to go back in time and then...
Yeah, that's the only thing of, like, a parallel universe. If you did, like, Avengers versus X-Men, that's the only
parallel
thing I
universes are everywhere.
I love parallel universes.
Yeah. That'd be an expensive movie with all those actors.
Oh man, would it ever?
It would be, but they're gonna do it with Infinity War. Like they have Guardians coming over, and Paul Rudd's coming. Like every Marvel person, hopefully the TV people give me Daredevil in a movie already, please.
Was it kind of talk about the Flash, the TV, and isn't he different in the movie?
Yeah. Because in the way they explain that, because in DC there's these things called like Earth 1, Earth 2, they're all parallel universe. So they're saying the TV show is a parallel universe in the movies,
I guess it's a good way to explain it.
That's the easiest way to explain stuff in comic books.
It's an easy follow-up,
Quick cop-out, I like it.
Well, Taylor, we definitely, I guess you're last. we definitely already said our piece, but... Is that something I guess that's anything I can pose you guys. Was that something that would interest you, or would you want the X-Men things to stay with it right now? That's right.
I'll just give it to Taylor.
I like where they're staying right now. I know Michael Fassbender and all these other characters as the X-Men, so I'm okay with that. That's what I know. I don't know X-Men like in depth, like insanely well, so I don't want it to change up and I'll be confused. I like knowing what I've been growing up with now, these characters. So.
But you haven't been growing up with them now, technically, because there was...
He's still growing.
A whole bunch of X-Men movies.
Is he growing?
He's still a little.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman was in all of them, so...
Well, Hugh Jackman could still be in it.
I wish.
Like
but next, it's his last one next year.
Yeah.
He's retiring. Well, and then, do you feel the same way about Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four, I think they I don't know.
I want Michael B. Jordan.
That's the one I feel they could go back to Marvel because nothing.
I think we've talked about this before. I think the good part about Fantastic Four would be like the villains in it, right?
Yeah.
And I think I would like that. I think the first reboot, I guess, Fantastic Four, really didn't attach me to any of the characters. I know you say all the actors are like up and comers and stuff. I'm like, I believe you, but they weren't really given much to like show off in that movie, right?
They are good actors though.
But
like Miles Teller and
Michael B.
Jordan.
Jordan. He's gonna be in Black Panther. They cast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like bring over like because Silver Surfer's like a Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah, Doctor Doom.
Yeah, a good Doom would be really cool. So I think I'd be more excited for that. I don't even know if Fantastic Four. Just leave those four like.
Just alone for years.
They don't need to be. They can take a break.
Working on Fantastic Four too. That's good enough.
And like me, like I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, but it's I guess for people because it's one of their very first properties. That's why old school fans have a big like love of them because they're one of the originals. You know, and for me, I like them enough, but I don't know. Just give me Doom and all of them. Kirkland, did you want to say?
Going back to the just recasting, I like. For the X-Men and stuff.
Yeah, X-Men coming over.
Like, for me, I feel like it's kind of a personal thing. Like, obviously, we all really like the McAvoy and Fassbender guys, but, like, there's probably some people that don't really like that, and they like,
the OGs?
Yeah, like, I forget the actor's name.
Oh, it's huge. Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, like, those guys. Like, obviously, like, people really like those guys, and are like, I don't like these younger guys. So, it definitely is a personal thing, I find. Like, everyone will have their own opinions, like, for everything. But for me personally, I really like the new cast. So.
Yeah. I guess for me, the other thing that plays into it too is I'd like them to make some sort of deal like the Spider-Man thing where maybe, because they don't have the full rights, they're just going to share it. And I'd like it to be some deal with Fantastic Four or the characters. Because I guess the big thing is why I wouldn't want all those characters to go back is because the elephant in the room would be Deadpool and it being rated R. And then if that were to go to Disney, that would be that thing.
That'd be really hard, yeah.
What do we do here? It's like, Turkle and I were talking about this in the group chat of there's like rumors about Carnage and X-Spider-Man, which I think are completely untrue. I don't think so.
Like, obviously my fingers are crossed, but
it's just like, from my point, it's just like, because it's Disney, like, the guy's a serial killer who kills his parents.
He's a psycho,
and it's like that character, and that's the thing with Deadpool, like, that's the one reason I do like it being at Fox and separate, because he can be rated R and you get that movie, where at Disney, I think you'd still get a Deadpool, but probably a pretty toned down Deadpool, or maybe a Netflix movie, I guess.
They should cross over Carnage and Deadpool.
They've had a couple fights.
Awesome.
There was a comic, I think a couple years ago, them having like it was Carnage versus Deadpool.
Yeah, there you go. You got to feature Carnage in a Deadpool movie because then it's R-rated.
Brought to you by Disney.
So then they can do whatever they want.
Did you have any more thoughts, Jessica?
No.
Okay. Speaking about Disney, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was announced as we record this today.
That's awesome.
Very excited.
Not really as we record this. It was like announced a couple hours ago.
I'd say the day it was recorded, it was announced, and I'm super excited. It's one of my favorite
great movie
Disney movies, because I guess it's not Pixar, but like,
it felt Pixar.
It feels like Pixar, yeah, but it's definitely even in the top 10 of like animation movies. It's so much fun.
Oh, it's so good, yeah.
Dylan, have you seen this movie?
No, I heard it wasn't very fun, so I didn't see it. I'm just kidding.
You
No,
wait,
I haven't seen
wait
it.
for Justice League.
To be fair,
It's more
This is on
fun.
Netflix.
To be
It's on
fair, I
Netflix.
never-
You need to watch it.
To
Oh,
be
I
fair,
want to.
I think
watch
we're
it.
gonna start a podcast, you and I, at some point, just called "You Need to Watch It." I'm just gonna sit down with you and watch.
I
a
should
bunch
probably,
of
I
I should probably
want to
get
watch
in
it.
on some of those.
Yeah, I feel like I probably should be on some of these episodes
I
too.
played through Dishonored, and
Let
then
us
I
know.
beat the game, and all the DLC, and then I just started a new game the day after. Like, that's how I went to Dishonored. I'm
Like, have
busy,
you seen
know?
Jaws?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh man, those were
No.
like one of my
She
first
has.
movies that I
Have you?
saw.
not.
I'm surprised. Yes. Have you seen Schindler's List?
have not.
Oh,
No, I
it's
heard
a
it wasn't
great
very fun.
movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
true.
It's,
It's
not.
not supposed to
It's
be.
not supposed to be
Yeah.
fun.
What's that other big one that's...
Have you seen Saving Private Ryan? Actually, right now,
No,
I'm
I
just
haven't seen
naming
that one
Spielberg
either.
movies.
I saw Saving Private Ryan in Social Studies 11.
I have not seen that one.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
I feel
Went
left
to
out. I
same
haven't
school,
seen
so-
it.
Yeah.
Have you
Probably
seen
think you
E.T.?
too,
Have you seen The
What? You seen
Prestige?
E.T.?
I just watched it.
Great movie. Did you like it?
I just finished
I
it.
don't
Yeah,
know,
it was
It
good.
was
I
good.
can't-
Yeah.
You don't
Was
know
it
if you've seen
fun?
that one?
I doubt I've
It
seen
was
the
fun.
full thing.
Yeah.
Really? Jessica, have you seen T?
Long
Back in the day.
time
I'm pulling up the
ago.
IMDb top 25 or top 250 in a second, just to name up 25.
Yeah, but that's like,
What about
isn't that like critics and stuff?
No, it's fans. It's a shitty rating system, but
Yeah,
What's the one with
fans.
Morgan Freeman
I don't trust
and
the fans.
Shawshank
yeah,
Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that was one I seen. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one either,
That was a
though.
good
That's a
one.
great.
Are you
movie.
asking if I've seen it? That was
No,
in my
I was
top
just.
10.
I was
Yeah,
just-
have you seen it?
That was in my top 10.
Right, it was right.
You
The
married?
Mega, Godfather.
The
No,
Mega?
I've not seen it.
No.
I haven't seen any of these.
I've seen-
Don't feel bad.
Okay, you know what? I've seen the first two, and my
Well,
favorite.
don't watch the third
My
one.
favorite's the first. To be
Yeah.
honest, because I know a lot of people like the second one the most, but for me, it's the first.
For me, it just literally actually depends on the day. It's like some days my two's better, and then like no,
Yeah.
one's better. Like they're both great.
I
But
just, yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I was trying to find films and see if Dylan, because Dylan just feels like he's not seen anything. If
Oh,
you're like,
of course I have.
okay, so you saw Shawshank.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
wow.
that
The
one.
top rated movie of all time. I've
That's a
seen. What are
sham.
the odds?
That's a
of
sham. 12 Angry Men.
No.
that? Yes, I have. In school.
Really?
I saw it in school.
Oh, okay, school. Good, Bad, and Ugly.
No.
I've seen Pulp Fiction.
That's not what I asked you.
I know you skipped it. You can't skip the ones that you know.
No, yeah, because I know you've seen.
Baloney.
Okay, you've
That is
seen
baloney.
Pulp Fiction, you've seen Lord of the Rings, you've seen Forrest Gump.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. A
Oh,
classic.
this one. Have you seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Oh, Dylan.
Oh.
Goodfellas?
Oh, baby.
Oh.
That's such a, that was on Netflix for a long time, actually.
Have you seen The Matrix?
That one I've seen.
No.
I've seen
No?
most.
What?
I've seen The Matrix.
Oh. Have you seen No, you haven't seen City of God. That's a
Oh, of
joke.
course I have. It's
I have
classic.
not seen
Have you?
No.
No.
7.
Seven.
Seen that one.
I heard jokes about it, but
Silence of the Lambs? Hannibal? OG?
no, I want to.
Usual Suspects?
No, that one's on my list too.
Oh, Leon the Professional. American History X?
No.
What about
Thought
maybe
about it.
the greatest movie of all time, Casablanca?
No.
It's actually the 33rd best movie of all time. So.
What about 12
I give
Monkeys?
a shit.
Have you seen 12
12
Monkeys?
Monkeys?
No.
Okay, well now you're not even in the top 25, so
That
you
one's
can't
on
expect
Psycho?
me to have seen
Psycho?
these movies.
I think it
Have
was
you seen
for a
every
little
single
bit.
one of
I'm
these,
not sure if
Travis?
it still is.
No, I'm trying to go down City Lights
It's a
I've
good
not
movie.
seen.
What's the highest rated one you haven't seen?
I think it's City of Light. Oh, the Spirited Away one.
You
Oh,
haven't
what?
seen it?
Oh.
Spirit Away's
Oh
so
my God.
good.
That is a good
You
movie.
nerd.
Yeah, that's about
You're
it.
fired.
I've seen a lot of these.
Fire.
But you know what? If we do, let us know, fans out there, if we should start a podcast to get Dylan to watch
Watch
a
the
bunch of
classics.
I feel like I should be more on this podcast because more of
But you know
those
what's
I
gonna happen?
haven't seen that he
You're gonna
has.
be on the podcast, and then halfway through, you're gonna leave.
No, I'm gonna fall asleep. Thank you.
I haven't seen a lot of recent movies, so we could do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
sometime.
She can review the first half of the movie and I'll review the second.
There we go.
That's what we do. We could start the bottom of the list and go all the way, anyways. But Wreck-It Ralph, we're all excited.
It was taken off.
Here's the
Oh,
idea for the
yeah.
show. Here's the idea for the show. Jessica watches the first half and tells me the plot and what she has seen, and then I'll continue from where she stopped.
It's like that game Telephone, so it's like, see how much you missed.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that might be a little difficult to.
I think that'd be fun. Jessica, are you down to do that show?
I'm totally down to do that.
Well, you guys
We need a
can do
name.
that.
Come up with a name for that show.
DJ.
I already got the. You need to watch this. That's mine. I've taken
Okay.
that.
I've taken that. That's mine now.
It's mine. It's copyright by Travis.
Travis, now guess where he is now, folks? He's at the theater.
Hank, no, you spoiled it. They don't see that yet. If you're on YouTube, you're about to watch. I have a nice graphic for my segment. Travis at the theater is up now. So what this is, I'm just talking about the movies that are. So now you know.
That's going to be our biggest segment.
I've been right 3 weeks in a row.
People are going to skip to this part. You better make sure you put it in the time slot.
I definitely feel like I'm wrong this week because there's just like 3 new movies, lots of variables, but I'm 3 weeks streak. I'm doing really well.
You know, you should try, though.
I'm the Messiah. I'm trying. And I feel pretty confident, but it's the least confident. So, out of those movies, you're not going to see any of these movies. I'm probably going to see BFG out this weekend, but I want to.
I think BFG will do well. I think it'll do really well.
Dylan's mom wants to go see BFG, so maybe he can take her.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like my mom's the kind of person who's like, oh, I really want to see that, and then she never does.
And then she never does.
So,
she's just
I wonder where you get it from.
Yeah.
I was raised by people who don't watch movies. It's not my fault.
It's an upcoming podcast.
Nature versus nurture.
I grew up without TV.
Taylor, you've been quiet. Is there any movie jumping out at you this weekend?
Independence Day.
Really?
What about it?
Of all those choices,
you kind of get like a little shrug.
And that came out last week, you know.
I feel like Travis's shaking head is correct.
I thought it was in the UK.
It's been out.
No, that's why I said I wasn't going to do that well, and it didn't. It did 40 million.
Because
I thought that was coming out July 4th.
No, you would think.
For the viewers who don't know, Taylor only uses the internet when he's at my house once a week, sometimes once a month. So.
And apparently it's awful. Like, everyone says it's like a new type of awful.
A new
type of awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I like aliens and I like spaceships, so...
You like Jeff Goldblum?
I like Jeff Goldblum.
Apparently he phones it in.
Phones
it in.
He's good at
just reads the lines. Like, doesn't care.
But you know, I'll go see it on a Tuesday. I'll sit in the theater and I'm not looking for an amazing performance or anything. I'm just looking to see aliens blow up.
That's what lots of people when they're saying they just want to have fun, and they said they didn't have fun. They didn't have the Zack Snyder fun experience.
But I'm not looking to have fun. I just want to see aliens blow up and see spaceships.
But what if it's not fun?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't take too much to please you.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Just wait till we get toward bread and
Oh, wow.
Bread
so
and
that was my tidbits. Who else has some?
That was not tidbits. That was Travis at the theater.
No, now my movie news is done as well.
Okay.
Travis at the theater. Hannah's tidbits.
Do you want to go first or should I? Because it looks like you got your paper. I'll go.
Oh great!
Okay.
Go for it. Last. Always about. Always.
So risky. Yeah, you brought up Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Wrecking it.
You were saying you were gonna go see Dory. Did you see it?
No, I want to, but I just me and Dylan were talking about this off-cast of. I really want to see it, but it was not necessarily I need to see opening week because I think Dylan and I are saying this that it didn't really need a sequel, and everyone says it's great, and I don't think it's not great. I just I'm gonna get to it, and I'm definitely want to see it in theaters, but I don't need to run out and see it. You know, when it was so nice, I'm gonna go to the beach, and that's what I did. I'll go swim with the real Dories.
Did anyone want to go see it?
No.
I think it's one of those movies that I'll probably wait to watch it with my little cousins because I don't know, not that passionate towards
Nemo.
I love Finding Nemo. Don't get me wrong, but it's just
But that's what I mean. I feel you do need a sequel.
That's not. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm just saying, for me, I'd much rather go see The Purge over a Disney child movie or something like that.
I definitely disagree there, but
I'm just trying to take an example.
Fine, Kirk.
For me, it's just Incredibles. I'm gonna go see it on day one.
Yeah.
But Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, rather, I can wait. I'm not sure if I'll see it in theaters yet because I can't go on Tuesdays, the cheap Tuesdays. So I don't know if it's worth it. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm not I have nothing against it. It's just it's not.
Sounds like you have something against it, actually.
Yeah, I hate bluefish. I'll just say it. I'm a fishist.
Oh, wow. That could mean a number of things.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I saw it. It was pretty good. I don't necessarily know that it is worth seeing in theaters. I mean, it's pretty much the same concept. Someone's missing and you gotta find them.
What would you compare it to the first one?
Actually, it's some fish, not someone. I would imagine.
Don't be vicious. Maybe they have feelings too. They think that they're someone.
Well, according to...
They can talk and speak English.
Kurt Cobain, fish have no feelings. Nirvana reference.
Nice.
For all those deep...
Okay, what was the question?
All those people that listen to good music.
It to the first one?
I
mean, the first one's probably better, just because it's that first one.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of go into Finding Dory with this when it has the exact same name as Finding Nemo with some expectations that it's going to be the same. They definitely introduced some characters that are really fun that weren't in the first one, which is kind of
fun.
cool.
Just our new meme word.
You better change on the website.
That's the name. That's the
hashtag
name.
Justice League fun. So
That's
they know what we're talking about. That's a different level.
Do we still name our episodes?
No. Hashtag it's fun.
Because our greedy listeners They love the news slogans, you know, so they know what they're getting into.
Fair enough.
One day,
you greedy bastards.
One day when we get to like thousands of listeners, I can't wait to go back to naming episodes.
It's just so much fun, right?
It is, and I remember them so much better. We talk about those offcasts, but like the first 20 episodes that were all named, I remember those so much better because of the name. So I see like the geek, and I know it's because you're in a Dutch story. And that's what I mean. And like along the games tower or something, it was because like he didn't know along the geek tower because he didn't know that was originally like a Jimi Hendrix song.
The originals, yeah.
Or no, Bob Dylan song. Yeah, the originals. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Hashtag bring back the titles. One time.
Hashtag it's fun. Let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's interesting because there's new characters. Because I'm apparently not allowed to use fun anymore.
No, you can. It's just like
you'll just
also,
get memed.
It's also a meme. Yeah.
Zack Snyder just gets $1 every time he say fun. He trademarked that word.
Good for him.
I mean,
Smart.
I don't know if it's worth seeing in theaters. Maybe on a cheap Tuesday if you're into Disney, but it's not.
If you're into Disney,
yeah.
That's why I have to see it in the theater. Like, unless it says cars, I'll see it in the theaters.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah.
What if it says planes?
19 cars.
They do. But boats, I might be interested in. Planes, but boats.
Trains.
What about the Incredi cars if they like did like
Incredi
superhero cars?
Maybe, yeah. If they did like a crossover, like the Batmobile and the Fantastic Car, like all these superhero cars, then I'd be down.
There you go, Disney helping you out.
Yeah.
Get Travis's money.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Go-karts.
Yeah, then you didn't announce they're talking about the Minecraft movie because I think it's been.
Oh, I think I had my notes, but then I like threw away. No.
Me and Kirkland are betting that it's gonna be like top 10 all time.
I think it's gonna kill it.
Just like
honestly.
the video game.
I think it's gonna.
I don't think it will at that point, but it's gonna. It should do well.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, the Telltale thing for Minecraft, I've seen a little bit of it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good plot to it.
Do
you get really attached to the characters?
I don't know. I just remember that I watched it for more than 1 minute, so it must have had some.
And that takes a lot.
Fun.
You must have been doing something else, or it must have been fun.
Well, I mean, even look at Angry Birds movie. It got terrible ratings, but I mean,
made lots of
kids
money.
made
made
so much money.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll
because it's that popular.
It'll play and that's a fun because once again it's kids and it's a bit more mainstream. There's so many like that's the thing I hate to say about Warcraft game, but it was not mainstream.
Have you heard? Is it like a video of?
I don't think they've said any details
Minecraft?
yet.
Okay.
I think it's just
then
we got rights to the movie.
Okay, then I'm gonna throw it out
It'll
there.
probably be like the Telltale series.
I'm gonna throw it out there. Then is that what you think? Is it gonna be like Minecraft style, like they made this movie in Minecraft, or like real life Minecraft?
I think it's gonna
like
be first person, a guy digging a hole straight down for 2 hours.
And it'll just be very similar.
10 out of 10.
He's gonna fall in lava. He's gonna die, and it's gonna be.
I think it'll just be
Bedrock. To be fair,
I think it'll just be similar to the Angry Birds movie.
So like an animated version of the game.
What'd you say?
I said it will probably be similar to Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Animated with a little of the Minecraft flavor on there, but nothing.
There'll be a lot of references, obviously, to everything that you can do
if
in
they
Minecraft,
care,
which is very infinite.
Because they can easily just slap the word Minecraft and people go.
That's a very bad idea.
I'm not gonna, because I've never played it. I don't really care. I'm not gonna see that. I didn't see the Angry Birds movie. I'm not gonna see the Tetris movie. I unfortunately had to see the Warcraft movie.
Did you see Pixels?
I will see Assassin's Creed Ghost Testament. What?
Did you see Pixels?
No, I did not.
I saw Pixels.
Unless it's under 2.5 on Netflix and fail, I'll never see Pixels.
I saw it in theaters actually. I paid for that shit.
For that shit. Before the Atom came out. The Atom app.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Adam Sandler.
It's been out for a while.
That's how I call him. I call him the Atom. I have so much respect for him. I have a title for him.
That's a wrestler named the Atom.
Totally reminded me. I saw him for a movie. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, me too. I think that's why there's a BFG on.
Anyway, yeah, continuing.
BFG.
So then my last piece of movie news is Nintendo has stated in an interview that they're in talks with a partner about creating Nintendo movies. I'm just wondering if anyone's got any kind of guesses as who their partner they might be talking to or hopes of who it might be, because they haven't said
not Disney.
Did we not talk about this on cast?
I think we did. I don't know if you're here about. I don't know if we got two.
I think we talked about what we.
No, we
see, right?
talked about it in the vein of when we were talking about how to make video game movies work.
Right.
Remember, that's how we talked about. I think honestly, you gotta start with Mario for Nintendo or Zelda, and I feel like unless it's Disney, for me it doesn't matter. And I know it might not be Disney. Apparently, it won't work, but I just feel like they need a studio that needs to take good care, and I can't think of any It's not like game
motion pictures.
Yeah, fuck you.
Well, I don't think
it's not like gaming studios where there's a Rockstar and a Bethesda and there's all these a Take-Two. There's all these great developers out there. There's I don't know. I feel like many places are still trying to. I don't know. And it better be with one. It better not be like, oh yeah, Mario's gonna be a Sony, and then this will be a Fox. Like
Well, I don't think when we were talking about before that Nintendo had actually announced that they were working with someone.
They said they were getting into the film business, and they said within 3 to 4 years they wanted to start releasing a bunch of
So now they've announced that they are working with a partner.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering if anyone has any.
I have no ideas of like
animation
what partner they can do, because like the thing with Nintendo is they like always want to do their own thing, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
They're just gonna make a company and just make them do it.
Honestly, like I wouldn't doubt it if they did that, right? That's
I'd almost prefer them to do the Marvel route. Well, Marvel, before they joined Disney, were being their own little thing, making movies, and they were teamed with a company. But that's what I almost want Nintendo to do, is maybe partner with somebody, but at the end of the day still be their own like film. Like, this is brought to you by Nintendo Films, you know? Because I feel like if they just shop it out, unless you get some really cool fanboys working on that, like, I feel like you could just be meh again, you know? And Nintendo properties are great video games, but I feel like they're some of the hardest games.
It's going to be very hard to translate for sure.
Like, look at Mario. Like, how are you going to do that, right? And I feel like you need... And that's why when I saw Wreck-It Ralph, that was tying it back. The light bulb of Disney needs to do Nintendo. They need to do... And like I said, you got Smash. That's your fucking Avengers crossover right there. Anytime you do Mario Kart, Mario Party, those are your... They're built in. It's ready to go. But the second of Zelda's at Sony and Mario's at Fox, it's over. And then it's just like, oh, well, that was a waste. Like, and that's why I feel like... Nintendo, to me, is not even doing their gaming right. So, for them to do film, I'm like, I have no faith. Really?
I just want to touch on the Wreck-It Ralph thing, how you said that. Because, like when I saw Wreck-It Ralph, I'm like, this is, like, such a good, like, movie towards, like, arcade gaming and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's what Nintendo, like, started with, basically. And, like, that's what it is. So, like, honestly, like, Wreck-It Ralph, like, it could have been, like, if that didn't come out, like, and Nintendo did that, like, that would have been perfect. But...
There's rumors Mario might be in the second one, and I hope so.
Wreck-It Ralph? That'd be really cool.
Because Sonic was in there, so... And Bowser was in the first one, I guess, remember? He was in the meeting there, so... I guess classic Nintendo, Mario was going to be in there, but they, like, pulled out at the last second. And then it became a big hit, and they were like, oh, well...
Let's sneak in there. Right? Bonus features.
Yeah, so... Jessica, do you have anybody in particular you want? Like, what do you want? And then Taylor, you have the same thing. What do you want for Nintendo films?
I don't really have anything in mind. Well, I think it'll be cool if it's done right. I don't see them pairing up with Disney, so without them being in the runnings, I don't necessarily have a preference for who they pair up with. I think obviously Disney would be the best just because they have the same vibe, kind of aimed at younger audiences, more kiddish, but I can't necessarily see it happening. So.
The only thing else I can think is the DreamWorks company that does Minions and everything. Like, that's
DreamWorks
the only
would be a good one.
Big other one. They will be, but then, like, their stuff is, like, it's just not as good as quality. Like, I like Despicable Me and Minions and Shrek and, like, Megamind. Most of them, they're very hit or miss, DreamWorks. Even the Shrek movies, it's like, there's a couple good ones and a couple
You gotta think, whoever takes it, whether it be Disney or Universal or whoever, they're gonna have kind of that right as well to add it into their parks. And so Disney does it, like, California and Florida and stuff, so... Whoever does it kind of has to consider that they're going to get that bonus.
I can't remember, but Nintendo's already going into some parks. I can't remember. We talked about that like last year.
Nintendo World.
No, it's like, maybe it is Universal. I think it could be Universal. And then that could kind of work because that's where DreamWorks is now. So that's where it could happen. And that'd be great for them. It's just like,
I mean, if they're already partnering parks, then...
Yeah.
You've said it so many times, like, if Nintendo goes to Disney, like, it'll be perfect.
Right? Oh, I know. It's just I just want like Disney when next time I go to Disneyland World just to be like everything I love there. I got Star Wars, I got Disney, I got Marvel, and
I'd be down.
Like I can picture like Mario
pretty much
there, right? And it's like it'd be so perfect, but obviously
by DC. No. Taylor, do you have any thoughts? You've been quiet over there.
I think that most companies now, when they're making a movie based on the video game, they're making their own movie company for that. Because I mean, they don't want to trust creative control with someone else. They want to have that creative control, so I understand that. Like you said, DreamWorks, I think that's probably the best option, really.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the DreamWorks animation movies. As for Nintendo making a movie, I would love to see like a Star Fox movie or a Zelda.
I don't think you start with Star Fox.
No, you don't. You definitely don't.
I think he's like the Thor. You wait till like Thor movie is in, like after Iron Man.
See how they do.
Yeah, like I hope they're all. Other than maybe Zelda and, like, Metroid, I hope they're all animated.
Oh, no, yeah, I was gonna say that, too, like, just throw it out there, like, if it's not anime, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, like, Metroid's one I think you could pull off, like, live action, that'd be cool in Zelda, but, like, majority, I don't want to, and even if you do, like, a CGI Fox in real world, don't do that. Like, there's movies like fucking Frozen makes over $1 billion. You can make money on them.
Exactly.
They take longer to pump out, so that could be the reasoning. But like, if the quality's there, then do it. But I desperately would love a Star Fox movie.
I don't want a Mario World. Like, what was that?
Oh, the first one? It was just Super Mario Bros. And
in New
It's
York,
awful.
they're like New York plumbers or stuff.
yeah, and they got these jumping
I
shoes.
never even seen a
Mario
preview for
Sunshine.
that. I just
Oh yeah,
Galaxy.
picturing it.
Mario is like, if done right, between all the different
Galaxy.
themes, they have so many movies. That's what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
They have. It's very much like comics. They have a plethora
Oh,
of
man,
stuff they can
Sunshine?
do. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, and it's like there's just what I would want the most. Honestly, is Luigi's Mansion. It would be so
Yeah,
cool.
there you go.
And you look at something like Monster
It
House.
could be
or
like
something
Monster
that.
House, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, but it's just the worry of like you got to do it right. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the same thing with Marvel with Iron Man. It worked, and look where we are now. Where you just talk about BVS, like. It's in that thing of like, oh, is Justice League gonna be good? Like they're in that thing of like these, and like with Squad, that has to be good. So it's like the same thing with Nintendo. They got to start off right, you know. And same thing with video game movies.
They just need to make them fun. Like,
There you
like,
go.
like memes aside, right? Because
So
like,
are you saying Zack Snyder should direct the Star Fox movie?
yeah, sure, why not?
Hashtag
like,
Snyder for Star
The
Fox.
thing with these games, right, is like, at least for Mario, like, there's really no story with these
No.
games. He just like walks around. So if you just have that,
he jumps too.
he walks, he jumps, throws some fire. You have that.
He can
You have
fly,
you have the like
sometimes.
awesome like classic Nintendo music. I feel like
Oh.
you know you don't even like the. I think one of the biggest problems is like you have them talk with conversations. Like, would that be weird? And obviously like live action or not. But I it's gonna be so easy to mess up. So I'm
Oh
scared.
yeah.
But it could also just be so phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it's so one or
This
the
could
other.
this
It
could
can't be in the middle,
revitalize
right?
Nintendo. It's gonna bring
Yeah.
them back to life.
It's so true. Like, it can't be in the middle. It's got to be it's got to be almost perfect.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be awful.
No,
So,
I agree.
yeah.
We're pulling for you, Nintendo. I'm always
Oh, yeah.
I'm always pulling for you. I'm very critical, but
I mean,
I'm always pulling.
I'm not gonna get their new system, but if they have a movie, I'll pay to see
it.
it.
Man, Majora's Mask movie. Oh,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That could-
Don't
That
even
could-
mention
that
that.
could be
man. I
phenomenal.
got chills.
Think how good that could
You know what? One time we should do. Next time there's a new, like, no news, we should do like a fan cast and like cast the roles, even if it's just voice acting people. Like,
That'd be fun.
or if we had to do live action, like, who would you pick for live action Cat Falcon?
Oh,
Why don't
we-
we save that for the actual?
Yeah,
yeah.
well, you know what? That's a good idea. We're gonna do that
Yes.
cast. We'll try and do that before you. That's because that'd be a fun one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we should try and do it live action though, because that'd be lots of because like voice
yeah.
anything. But let's say they say we're gonna do them all live
we'll
action.
do both. Well, this will be like a special. I'm
Like,
down.
I wish Dan DeVito was younger. Perfect Mario right there. You know, like. But, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Okay, stay
Luigi's
tuned for
Luigi.
that.
Oh, I do Marv or whatever.
Oh.
Just do the Home Alone guys. As Mario Luigi.
Oh yeah! That'd be so Joe Pesci. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, Marv. That would be good.
That would be so.
Macaulay Culkin be
good.
Toad. He still could be. See, this is gonna be a fun one. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
To
Well,
be continued.
look out for
Yeah.
that in the coming months. That's like we might have to. I might have to. We have a GeekVerse coming up. I might have to bump that just to do this because like I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
That is so great.
That's all my movie
Extravagant.
news.
That's all your movie
We
news.
can move down the line. You got anything, Dylan?
I saw the Jungle Book and I thought it was really good.
Was it fun?
It was definitely fun. Oh, so fun. I also saw Hush, which we've talked about on the cast
Oh, I
before.
started watching that.
You
fell
didn't finish it? Come on,
I mean,
man.
it
Come
was
on,
12:30 and I have to work at 7, so it's like.
Man. Who falls asleep?
Priorities.
Who starts a movie when they have that situation?
Well, that's what I did at Purge, and
Didn't you say
took
you
me
just
till
fell
1 a.m.
asleep during
That's a joke.
Babadook?
That's it. No, I
Oh,
had
right,
to
you
stop.
had to turn
Matt,
for
Matt
it.
went to
Right.
bed.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Everyone
I
knows
just started.
That's a.
She just ate it. That's where I'm at. So.
I saw Conjuring 2. Not as good as the first. Still fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I.
Yeah, he snapped me a picture
Would
of
have
it.
been cool if you invited me, but you know, happens.
You know.
Have you even seen the first one?
It has.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Sure is.
creepy.
This one's not as creepy. Go in with lowered expectations.
The Joker's in there though, so that's great.
The Joker.
And the Riddler.
Joker. There's a nun that looks exactly like Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, man, he's getting lots of work this year. He's all over.
Does he
This
have
was
pink hair?
before
Biggest
the tattoos.
crossover of the century.
Before the tattoos, though, so you probably like him better, right?
What?
Deranged.
Before the tattoos,
Deranged
so you
on
like
the
him
nurse.
better.
Yeah, well, he might have the
Yeah,
tattoos,
the
right? Because he
nurse.
has, nurse, yeah.
Deranged nurse.
Yeah, caregiver. I'm gonna, you know what? I might do that one Halloween, like Nun and the Joker combined. Sorry, Dylan, you're saying?
Oh, I
Hush.
was just saying. Well, with Hush, at least it was good. I liked it, but it wasn't quite as good as I was expecting. Just because everyone on the cast was really hyped about it when they saw it. Especially how I said this before, Travis. You know, big horror buff kind of guy, you know. So I don't know. It was good though. It was worth a watch for sure.
Go into our archives when we talked about last time.
What?
Because you said we were all excited, so I said go into our archives and listen to
Yes. Shout out to whatever episode we've talked about it on.
Yeah, it's in there. Look
It's
at those,
in there.
look at those
It's
hashtag
not
descriptions.
It's not named.
Yeah, it's not named, so I don't fucking know.
You're gonna have to watch all of them, but that's fine.
Yeah.
They're
Great
fun.
content.
It's fun. It's fun. Always fun.
Kirkland, any movie news? Anything you need to talk about?
Nope.
Okay. What time is it then?
Well, the clock is not
Definitely not 9.
so it's Taylor time.
It's been a while since Taylor.
We like theme music to play every time.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are you working with some
It's in the works.
collabing with some artists?
Yeah, make sure it's fun.
You should get John Williams in on that. I'd like to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he came over last week actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me?
He's playing Melee.
Guy, I'm keeping it low key, okay?
Actually, we
Keep it
texted
low-key.
you and you just didn't bother to respond.
Exactly.
He was here. Yeah, we all played beer pong together. It was fun.
What?
Yeah.
Travis had
Have
to
you
put
seen
Aaron
Mean
on
Girls?
the
He was
wall
like,
on
"Where?"
the-
He told us what happens to Luke in the next movie as
He
well.
even was
I
like,
don't think you'd allow that.
he even asked us where you were. He was really hoping you'd make it.
Really?
Dylan, do you know
That's
who
I
John
am.
Williams is?
Yeah.
Who?
He's the music guy.
From what?
Everything.
No.
I wish, but sadly no.
Anyways, continue.
He's the music guy.
I don't know who he is though.
Star Wars, Jaws,
But the
E.T.,
but a music
score.
guy?
The score, yeah.
See,
You were halfway
everything
there.
He was
I
right.
was right.
I just wanted some specifics.
It's a pass.
That was about as specific.
I
as
wouldn't
it's
pass
gonna
him
be.
on 50. Yeah.
I got one thing for movie news.
Wow. One
Yeah, it's
thing.
Wow.
Transformer.
Oh.
The fifth
Okay.
one.
Oh, fuck off. You're
Oh,
really going
okay.
to talk about Tyrese Gibson being back? Are you
And
serious?
Josh Duhamel.
It's
Who
Duhamel.
are
Drew Hamill, sorry. Which I like.
Drew
He's in
Hamill,
some-
man.
He's in some good movies. I like him.
What?
Was he
Name
the
him,
soldier
go.
guy? Was he the soldier?
Yeah,
What's
it's both
the
soldiers.
one? What's the one?
I don't know what's the one, because I asked you, so tell me.
It's in that romance one where.
Oh, fuck off. When he gets a baby?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
There was that one.
That's a
Wow,
bad
you're so
movie.
mad.
He's freaking bashing. I didn't bash any of your movies you put out.
Because I watch good fucking movies.
Oh.
Oh my
Shout out
god.
to
What? You
Netflix
said
and
movies.
Vail where I
That,
watch
you named
bad
one.
movies.
There's a few other good ones. out
Which
there.
ones?
Safe Haven was a good.
No! That's
Nicholas
awful.
Sparks movies are pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah. She ever had a fucking ghost in the movie and it's
Oh.
good? That's so lame.
Well, that's my movie news.
Wow.
I'm ending it there.
To be fair, he had more news than I did, so shouts out to Taylor.
Doesn't count for much.
Taylor,
What
do you
happened
want
here?
to non-spoilery? We're going to talk a little TV, talk about Game of Thrones finale, and what did you think about it?
No spoilers.
We know.
Non-spoiler. I thought it ended on a nice ending considering there were with all the other endings that
Spoilers.
could have happened. It's nice to have an ending like that.
Spoiler free.
I felt the
love
way I
it.
think I can do better is many storylines have been building. I felt very justified in it. Not very much like story, but like Walking Dead, where it's just you feel empty. You're like, man, next season I don't really care about. That was not the greatest. Where this just feels like so much good build. And I've been critical of Game of Thrones. It's not one of my favorite TV shows like ever or anything like that. But after Battle of the Bastards and this episode, it's now in my top 10 because it is. And now I've said this in our Rant and Repeat episode that this is a show that I cannot wait till it's done and to watch it fully together for a second time because there's so much good stuff that has happened now knowing. But that's what the entire hour just felt like. It was all payoff and worth it. And then that just made me like, man, there's a whole season left and I cannot wait. But that 2 episodes just felt like...
This was season 6, right?
Yeah. They're just 10 out of 10 episodes for me. Wouldn't change a thing. Fantastic. The twist, the turn, everything. Like, and the way it does end is phenomenal.
How many seasons did they say was left?
There's one more, but they might split it because money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
Because money.
yeah, pretty much. So, and I hope they don't because I'd rather not. But I'm so excited for next year. And like I said, I've had not love hate, but I've been like,
I fell
yeah,
out of love
love
with
it.
it.
what?
I fell out of love with
Yeah,
it.
and that because it is very slow at times. We watch it week to week, and that's where it's been like. And I've stuck with it because I think it's like critically a good show, and it's technically made really well and everything like that. And it's still it's
High
better
budget.
than almost all TV out there. What?
Super high budget.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than almost all TV out there. But it is time where you're like, okay, like this and last season was a little meh for me. But yeah, this season, the season overall was great. But those 2 episodes, like Battle of Bastards was phenomenal. One of the best hours of television ever. And this, same thing. Like this would be if I made 2 top 10 episodes of all time any shows. These would definitely be somewhere in there. Like, so goddamn good. Like I said, put it in my top 10. It wasn't before. It's phenomenal.
With Battle of the Bastards, like we all knew the outcome of that. Like, we knew what would have happened. Like,
I didn't.
You didn't know?
Are you talking about Littlefinger?
No, I'm talking about...
Oh, I completely forgot about him.
I'm talking about Bolton.
Have you ever seen it?
Like,
no, I didn't.
You didn't expect?
I thought that storyline would go on. Yeah, I thought there'd be more to it, like more stuff happening with it, and and not a bad thing, but yeah, like I didn't see anything coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So for me it was good.
Personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last thing that unless anyone else have TV news to do, so there's an interview done by Brian Fuller. Lord and Savior.
The BF.
He's a creator. Yeah. He's creator of Hannibal, and he was asked because Hannibal won a Saturn Award actually last week, and he's
Saturn.
Yeah, and he's in the middle of
my favorites.
Uranus is my favorite, but
sure, Travis.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Sorry to take your thunder.
Oh, right. Brian Fuller. He's working on American Gods. I checked that out. I hear it's a great book, but they're doing that, and he's promoting that. And they talk about, like, oh, how's Hannibal going? Like, is there any interest? Like, what's going on? And he said he could be able to talk about it in August 2017. So not even, like, a future date, he didn't say next summer. He was super specific. He said August 2017.
6:21 a.m. That's when he's left.
Yeah, he dropped that too. But he said very specific, August 2017. So obviously it seems like there's probably a rights thing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that after that point, it reverts to just being up to grabs, and I'm wondering if him and some network are going to grab it.
Is that, like, just the Hannibal...
Netflix
That's
original.
the right that they're getting?
That's what I think. Like, he didn't say that, but I just thought because he was so specific that someone has probably told him, like, you can't do anything in this date because NBC has it or something like that. Because I feel like if he was... Because... For the past few months, it's always been like, we're working on it, or we'll have to talk about in the future. He said maybe in a couple of years, but this, because it was so specific, August 2017.
It makes a lot of sense.
I saw that. Like the Grinch, my heart grew 10 times bigger.
I think, it would be perfect for...
10 times bigger. I got a big chest, I work out.
Chest day every day.
Yeah, chest day every day for Hannibal. What were you saying, Dylan?
I think it would be the perfect kind of show for Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix original, because for me, when I watched it, like, I do, obviously I really like the show, but I find that a lot of episodes are really slow, and so, for me, like, if I was watching that week to week, I honestly may have lost interest, or, like, maybe just would have caught up and watched them all later. But, like, since it was all on Netflix and I could just, like...
Binge watch it.
Yeah, keep going through it. I think that really helped me keep interest, so I think that would be a perfect show for it.
Yes, Kirkland, you point out...
When you're shaking your head, are you saying those Italy episodes weren't slow at all?
I didn't... In the most non-PG way I can put this, it's like... I don't know.
It's like foreplay?
A slow blowjob is still a good blowjob. And that's the only way I can put it. Because, like, those slow episodes I find great. And, like, lots of people feel the same way as me as, like, the first half of season 3. They don't like, but... you haven't watched it fully yet, have you?
I'm on episode 5.
You got... Quick! Wait, it's July. We're reviewing it in, like, 3 weeks, so you better hurry up. Because it's our 1 year. We talk about Hannibal so much.
Is Taylor watching it?
I should.
Well, you got 3 weeks, but, like, I'm not gonna hold my breath. But, like, for me, that first third of that, or the first half of that third season is one of my favorite parts. And lots of people that don't like it, like, oh, it's too slow, whatnot. But I love it because it's such
I didn't say it was too slow.
No. I said, no. A lot of people just said it was like, lots of people said they didn't like it because it was so slow. And for me, I loved it because, like, I have a connection to every character. So if it's just, like, episode about Jack, I'm like, I'm fucking in. Like, and if it's slow, I don't care. There's so much in-depth you get about it. You know, it's not like other shows.
You gotta be careful with all your hand moving. You almost like jabbed me in the eye with your thumb to the side there.
For me,
glasses.
I like the first time I saw the show, the first 2 seasons were already out on Netflix, so I basically just watched it. And, like, if you go from watching the season finale of season 2 to the very first episode of season 3, like it's such a tempo change. Like, it's just, like, crazy, and then it's just so slow for the first couple episodes.
But that's why I like... And you haven't got to the middle finale of that, so that's where it's good. But I feel like
then it drops off again after that finale, which is where I stopped because it got...
The middle finale, though?
Yeah.
You got to the farm?
I got to the box,
I'm not there yet.
The glass.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I guess, but, like, see, for me, that's not so, because then the Red Dragon comes in, and the Red Dragon's balling.
Yeah.
He's so fucking sick. He's so cool. But like that's just me. That's why like for me it's like
you've said that about everything in this show though. So it's
and that's
like you're like Taylor with this show.
Yeah, but
where I kind of got to like minus 2.5.
I think it'd be different. I think it'd be different though when we look at other people's reviews of Ghost Rider and whatnot. We say, man, a lot of people don't like this. Where Hannibal is a critically
your Hannibal is my Transformers though.
No, because actually people love my show.
And there's people that like Transformers,
but it does not have the same esteem. I'll look up the Rotten Tomatoes right now, but I guarantee you there's at least one season that's 100%.
Right.
TV shows.
Let's save it for the Hannibal review, okay?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna look it up while you guys are talking games. But like either way, it's come back. I love every part of the show because it's great writing.
We know.
Well, she called me out and was like, "Oh, it's just because
we're doing a full episode on this. Let's move on.
Fine.
Move on.
2017. I cannot wait. Hashtag save Hannibal.
Do you start the timer on your phone?
Of what?
August 27th.
Yeah, do you do a countdown?
Not yet, no.
Every time you lock your phone screen,
I don't want to kill my
Make
bad.
an app for it. Make an app for it.
Hannibal countdown.
Okay, well, folks, we're gonna switch over to some gaming news now. Taylor, you want to start that out?
Continue on and take
No, quickly, a TV show, Orange New Black
Sorry.
season.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Do you watch that show?
Yeah.
Did you watch the new season?
I'm 4 episodes in.
Cool.
My coworkers were talking about the finale. I've never seen the show, but I know what happens.
Yeah, same.
So I was like,
Nice.
dope, nice.
And you're gonna
And
watch it.
they're like, it's not good. It's
Alright.
bad.
You're just
I'm like,
you're
alright.
ruining it for me right now by telling me these things.
Did you
so
finish
just stop.
it?
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
I don't watch.
I
I
know
can't
what
watch a
happens
show
too.
in one day. So you have to give me like 2 weeks.
So you haven't seen the show before,
No.
but you know the finale.
No, when I found
Just
out the
because
finale.
really bad at avoiding spoilers.
When I found out,
Really bad.
When I found out
No
about the
offense.
finale, I was in the middle of season 2.
Oh, okay.
So I already know what happens, and I just started rewatching it. I'm only halfway through season 3, but
Yeah, I've never seen the show. I don't know any of the characters, but I know the season finale because my coworkers.
Are you ever gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know. Like, there's no. I have no.
Everyone said a bunch of good stuff about the first season, but then after I talked to everybody else that was watching from the beginning, we're like, yeah, the next season's
I heard
not
it.
as
I heard
good.
it like
yeah,
sways.
and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
got time for that.
Season
Ain't
2
nobody got time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Season
Yeah.
2 starts out really kind of slow, but it picks up, which is why I stopped. Season 2 gets better, and season 3 is even pretty good.
For me, it's just like, I mean, obviously the first season is definitely better than the other stuff, and I haven't rewatched it, so it's kind of hard to remember the details. But there was enough characters that I liked enough that I was okay to watch it more, I guess.
Is that show a Netflix original?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was their first Netflix
Yeah, it was
original.
one of their first, for sure.
I think House of Cards was the very
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah.
it.
because they're like, we got Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Watch our show.
Just like Black Ops.
Can't
Space
wait.
it.
Can't wait for
Space
that.
type.
Yeah, just like Black Ops.
Kevin Spacey.
Now, gaming news.
Sure.
Yeah, gaming news.
Gaming.
Switching over. If you just joined us from movie news, thank you very much.
Food Network Star started as well. TV news. No one cares about me, but that's okay.
What?
Food Network Star.
That's really good.
I like Chopped. Chopped is like
Food-
classic.
Food Network Star's
Chopped
like,
might be in my top 10 favorite shows of all time.
dude, I totally
Phenomenal show.
love Chopped.
Phenomenal.
It's like they work out
Chopped
like
Canada
like,
sucks.
Okay,
Sucks.
Chopped,
Guy
phenomenal.
Furry.
Guy Fieri.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate that guy so much.
He actually won Food Network Star at one
I
point.
hate that
actually
guy
really
so
like
much
him
that
so
I kind of
I
like
hate
him.
him
He's
so
a
much.
walking, talking meme, dude. How can you not love him?
I hate him so much.
He's got a new show where he travels around with
He
his
wears
son.
flames. He has like
Oh my
frosted
God.
Does he
tips,
look exactly the same?
sunglasses,
His
triple
son,
nipple D.
kinda.
Oh man.
His son's called Hunter, I think.
All right, here's what's gonna make you like that show. There's this guy,
I saw that.
and his name.
What show?
Yeah, you saw the Hannibal
I'm
100%.
talking
Yeah.
about Triple
That's
D.
right, motherfucker. Season 2, 100%.
All right, everyone.
That's season
We're
2, though.
quickly gonna
That's season
we're
3.
quickly gonna skip gaming news and
It was like
talk about
97.
YouTube news real quick. So there's this guy named
Oh my.
Djibouti Dubs. Has anyone seen
Oh,
Djibouti
yes,
Dubs?
yes.
All right, he just like dubs like infomercials and stuff. And it's hilarious.
It's
And he has like 3
amazing.
episodes on Triple D, Diners, Drive-ins, and
Okay,
Dives,
has no one
and it
watched
is
this
the
sticky
funniest
one?
thing you'll ever see in your life.
I
No.
doubt
So
that.
go on YouTube
No.
and
I doubt
search
that. I'm pretty messed up.
Triple D,
humor.
Djibouti Dubs.
Okay, no, the
Yeah.
best video, the one with the sticky.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a
The
real
cat.
one.
Yeah,
honestly.
the cat.
I thought that was a real one, to be
And
honest.
the crumbs. Oh, just save these for later. The old lady.
She's right. It's really funny. Djibouti Dubs, phenomenal YouTube channel. Go
I'm
check
like
it
so
out.
impressed, Travis.
Travis is just
Sad
like,
Travis
Is
memes.
Do you not go on YouTube
Okay, no.
Travis doesn't like
These
fun.
things.
Travis doesn't like
Okay,
fun.
No,
That's his problem.
no.
The sticky buddy is
It's
seriously,
not critically acclaimed, so it sucks.
it's seriously one
Yeah,
of
I
my
like fun
favorite
movies.
videos.
I like No, I don't. Yeah.
Oh my god, so good.
Djibouti Dubs is critically acclaimed. Alright, let's go to gaming news. What do you got,
Gaming
Taylor?
news. Well, I'm gonna do some Black Ops Call of Duty news for all those nice 12-year-olds out there.
I thought that was gonna be your quick fire notes, but I guess not.
Quick it.
No one here is going to talk about it with you, so...
Pretty big news, though. If Tyler was here, he would join in on this.
Call of Duty and Quickfire, it's too good for a pun, so he avoided it.
Well, of course, July 12th, PS4 gets the map pack first. Of course. It's called Descent, and
hashtag winning.
I only saw
the
trailer for their zombie mode, and I love the zombies. Zombies is amazing for Call of Duty. That's why I keep going back to Call of Duty because of the zombies primarily.
Like World of War, man.
World of War. I love World of War zombies.
Dude, just play World at War. It's the best game. Don't need to buy a new COD.
No, yeah. World of War HD remake. That's what I want.
Melee HD? What?
But anyway, so this new zombies map,
message, you know,
it has actual dragons in it. Like, it's going really, really above and beyond.
It's crossing.
Like dragon tattoos or like actual dragons?
Actual dragons. You see dragons are flying.
Dragon is
I'm pretty sure you can ride dragons, but the dragons are flying around actually blowing up the zombies. It is actually insane.
The one on top you can take.
Keep talking, Taylor.
Everything good?
Oh, yeah. Keep talking. Go. What are you doing?
I don't know.
We're in awe. No one ever stands up.
No one stands up. I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, that's some good DLC there. And Bespin DLC.
Bespin.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront.
Cloud City, right?
Cloud City. I was a little on the fence about it. Oh my gosh. You just alienated like 30% of our listeners.
I didn't see the joke.
You want to see what I just showed to the crowd? Go to our YouTube page again.
I want to see it, and I don't want to go to our YouTube page.
You should always go to
fuck our YouTube. I love COD. I support COD.
Oh, nice.
It's called Fuck COD.
It's called Fuck COD. That's our new hashtag.
Bespin.
Bespin,
From the season pass you didn't buy, but you told us.
I didn't buy it, but you know, I might buy this individually.
Buy the season pass?
Not the season pass. I would just buy this map pack, or this bundle alone, just by itself. I don't want, like, the one that came out before this, the other DLC. I would just want this.
You don't want
Dengar? I was on the fence about Dengar, but actually seeing him in battle and seeing how funny he is.
So funny.
He looks pretty funny and fun to use. I would use him for a couple laughs.
So he's just a troll character.
I'd use him for a couple laughs.
He's just a walking meme, like Guy Fiero.
He's the Guy Fiero of Star Wars. Playing as Lando looks pretty cool. Honestly, just playing in the Bespin environment on Cloud City with the AT-ATs, I didn't know how. Tyler was even saying, how do you get AT-ATs on Cloud City? But they pulled it off pretty well. It looks like a lot of fun, especially going into the carbon freezing chamber and being able to play there as like Luke or with Darth Vader or however you want, and you can actually get the guys trapped in there. It looks like a lot of fun. So then again, I'm not going to buy the whole Seasons Pass, but I'd be very tempted to buy this map pack alone.
Do you have the other DLCs?
All the free ones.
Oh, okay. What were the paid for ones?
The paid for one was going back to Jabba's palace.
There's a lot.
There is a lot?
Yeah, I don't. Well, like, I'd say there's probably more than 4.
Oh,
right?
okay. I
that
thought
they
there was
put
like
out
2
for paid? Yeah.
Well, they've only put out 1.
Oh.
Or 2. There's still 2 that they haven't put out yet. There's the
wow.
Death Star one, and then there's one they haven't announced at all.
Still haven't got the Death Star one.
No, that one comes next. Other than that, Halo Wars 2. A lot of the gameplay. I put out a video for that actually on our website, and I experimented with that. It's like what
college?
What?
Nothing.
Halo Wars 2 is what Halo Wars 1 should have been. Like, just saying, Halo Wars 1 was fun and all, but
bullshit! You talk about how much you love the game.
I
now
loved
you're like
it.
down. You're like,
No,
it's fun and
I
all.
loved
but
it. I
this
loved it.
thing. You don't gotta bring down one thing to raise the other, Taylor.
I loved Halo Wars 1 a lot, but playing Halo Wars 2
on my Xbox One,
it doesn't feel so much like a sequel. It just feels like a remake of what Halo Wars 1 really should have been. It's just added a bunch of stuff that Halo Wars 1... It doesn't feel like a sequel. The only thing that'll make it feel like a sequel is the story. Like, the combat and all that, in a sense, it doesn't feel like anything's really been expanded on. They add new units, and they add, like, a new tech tree.
It's like an RTS game, though, right?
It's
like,
RTS,
you can't really change the core of an RTS.
You can't, yeah. But, I mean, overall, it's
you could for shits and giggles.
I mean, make a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
My last bit of news is the new Pokemon, and I want to know what you thought about them, actually, Jessica.
I actually want to know what Dylan thinks about them after as well.
Yeah.
You want to go first, Dylan?
No, you go ahead.
I saw
are you
Dylan's
gonna
comments.
talk about them at all, or is that all you had to say
I
was
was
just
just
new Pokemon?
passing the torch on to you.
Okay.
What a gentleman.
So yeah, thanks. I'm so glad I get to read all these names.
You don't have to read
I bet
names.
Taylor's not written them down, that's why. No. What do you expect?
In his notes, passage to
yeah, pretty much. Transition.
Highlight it there. So yeah, the first one is Togi Demaru. Well, he's an electric steel. He's the new kind of mouse-looking type. He's a little ball and he's got spikes on him. I don't know. He's probably gonna be lame because all the like electric starter types are always really lame. But he is cute, so I'll give him that. Then there's Cutie Fly. She's a bug fairy type.
She cute.
Is that her actual name? Cutie Fly.
Yeah, she looks like a little puffball with feet and a beak. So
It's pretty cute.
yeah,
Cutie Fly.
yeah, it works.
I understand where they come from. I would have named it that. So
I know I would.
Would have named it Destroyo number 6.
Destroyo number 6.
Yeah,
Is
number
that, is, that,
6.
is that like Mama number 5?
Yeah, I'm a number 6.
Okay.
Destroyo.
Bruxish is a water
Bruxish.
psychic, which is the really ugly looking
Hagfish.
fish thing that no one likes.
You stupid hagfish.
You know what?
No.
It could evolve into something beautiful.
That's what they call each other. Sorry.
They call you like hagfish?
Yeah, they're just like... I forget the guy's name. It's like, you stupid hagfish. Have you patrolled,
guards, all
have you
the guards
patrolled
are-
the yard?
Yeah.
Not yet. I was going
We'll
to
get
that
you,
boiler
filthy
leak.
hagfish.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's water
Oh.
psychic.
Dishonored, man.
So good. 10 out of 10.
Anyway,
Anyway.
water psychic type, which is going to be actually kind of a nice combination in my opinion. I can't think of off the top of my head any other water psychics.
Staryu.
I don't think that's water psychic.
I know that
Aquaman.
Pokemon, though.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Aquaman. Crossover with Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon's in Justice League. It's coming at you.
Then,
They want to be fun, right?
Aquafish.
yeah, there we go. He can control all the Starmies and the
Exactly.
All the
It's a
Magikarps.
powerful man.
Splash. All those splashes at once.
Oh, yeah, Magikarp's up in here.
Splashing it.
Splash it right in your face.
Oh god. Okay.
That's a tagline for Justice. Splashing the fun right in your face. Taylor, you need to make a fake poster. Yeah, for Justice League. Slashing the
Universal
fun in your face.
Studios with
No,
like
you
those
gotta-
theaters with like the 4D,
4D, yeah.
splashing you.
I
Zack
think-
Snyder's just throwing buckets of water at you. Like my fucking movie! Jason Momoa spits on you.
My
Hagfish
laugh
swimming
lines.
around.
I think you should make one for Aquaman with like riding with all the fish pulling him, but they're all Magikarps.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
You got a lot of work.
I got
a
some
website.
ideas now, yeah.
Gotta get
I'll
the arts
build
and crafts.
something.
Yeah.
And then Drampa, which is like an
A
old
vampire?
the
Grandpa.
old dragon. He's a dragon grandpa, and he's really badass. I'm actually
Grandpa.
pretty excited for him.
I like how he looks.
He's born a grandpa?
Well, it could
We're
be
all
a-
born a grandpa eventually.
You know, maybe he probably
We're all
evolves into
born
a
a
1,000-year
grandpa.
dragon.
He was dragon.
What is
the
this,
whole time,
Benjamin
right?
Button?
Dragon normal,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's a great line. That's one of the greatest lines.
Hashtag.
It's a good pickup line.
We're all born grandpas.
I missed it because me and Taylor were talking
Yeah,
about the
what was
topic of
that?
Pokemon. Like,
We're talking about grandpas.
Alright, we're good.
It's off the rails.
We're good. I need some water.
yeah, we're good. I
I'm
can
overheating.
continue.
I'm overheating over here.
Go for it. Tell me about grandpa.
Well, no,
We
we,
already
we,
did.
yeah, we talked
We're
about
moving
Tell me
on.
about the
Drampa.
next one.
Charge a
On to
bug.
the next
Charge a bug?
Yeah.
That seems a little lazy, the name. I gotta
And
say on
then-
that one.
And then they also
iPhone
released
charger.
his
Moves
evolution,
along.
which is Vikavolt.
Vicky.
Wait, which one's that?
Vikavolt, so it's a little square bug one, and then he evolves into, it's like a flying type guy. He's got like horns that come out of the front.
His
Like a
first
Weedle.
form looks.
I
I'm
know
just not
Weedle.
impressed with it at all. It's like a little box.
Yeah, box with the
Literally.
little pincers.
It's
Box type Pokemon?
There's no design effort at all put into him.
I think I'm
Yeah,
joking,
but I
that's
mean,
the level of
to
content.
what degree, though? I mean,
Doesn't do good
between
fun.
Caterpie and Weedle, I mean, how much really can you do with a beginning bug type?
I'm okay with that, but I mean, this beginning bug type is really. He looks just like a box with two.
He is
points.
a
You know what? I'll give you an idea right now. An armored ground cricket. Boom.
Oh,
We're back to the ground cricket. Okay.
Fire.
Anyway, so
armored
they're
ground
bug
cricket.
electric, which is also, I think, a new combination.
I'd have been.
No, there's Beedrill. Don't listen to me. Anyway,
I remember that episode.
and then
Indigo
Tapu
series.
Koko,
Indigo.
which is an electric fairy.
Tapu Koko?
No, that's a T.
That's what I said.
Is
Tapu
it-
Koko?
Tapu Koko.
Isn't it? Wait, you think it's Coco?
Or what did you say?
I'm thinking like
Tapu Cuckoo?
Tapu
Is that what you said?
Cuckoo?
Akaka?
Cuckoo? K-O-K-O.
New segment, trying to understand
Ah.
Pokemon.
Coco?
I don't know. Dyslexia.
Tapu
What's
Koko.
up? Anyway, so yeah, those are all the new Pokemon that they announced, and they have been confirmed by an official Sun and Moon trailer, so which was all in Japanese, but this is what I've gotten from
Deciphering.
English.
Just ciphering.
Sarah B. released it. Unfortunately, I'm not that fluent in Japanese, so...
Really?
Yeah.
My dice.
Did you have anything else on the new Pokemon stuff?
There's Zygarde's evolutionary form there that...
Yeah, apparently he's being included in Sun and Moon, I heard.
Yeah?
Apparently.
Okay.
So, probably because I haven't really heard much about Pokemon Z, actually.
I haven't heard anything
so
about
that's
him
probably
either,
why.
or that either. I mean, apparently the next TV series gets into that. I don't know much about Zygarde, so it'll be neat to see if they kind of dive more into him in Sun and Moon a bit.
Yeah. Well, it'll be cool. I'll end up buying it, so.
Yeah.
Dylan said he's not, apparently, so.
Yeah. No, I think they all look incredibly dumb.
Ooh.
Not surprised.
Who's your favorite starter?
None of them. I don't like any. I like. If I had to pick one, I'd pick the one that turns into Blathers from Animal Crossing. So that's my pick. So far, I haven't seen a single Pokemon that I think looks cool.
Oh, the
Unfortunately.
Moon Legendary.
I don't know if I've seen that. Maybe he's cool.
He's on the cover of
The
like,
Moon Man.
Yeah, all the videos.
The man on the moon.
I haven't seen it. The man.
Letton.
Good movie.
Big cheese. Big cheese. That was his name.
The big cheese.
The big cheese.
Can I talk other Pokemon news then if you don't have anything else to add? Shaman is available via Nintendo Network right now. For I believe it's
Shaman.
America games,
Is that a dog?
European games. No, it's the hedgehog. It's literally a hedgehog with a hedge on its back. It's the hedgehog Pokemon.
He's a really rare one. They don't have him for too many Wi-Fi events, actually.
He's on right now, so you can go get him. Yeah, so. And
Catching
then, as well, Go Field testing has ended today.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So, because I know it's supposed to be coming out next month
Are you
there.
trying to do that face?
Yeah, he is trying to do
He's
that.
gonna make some new memes.
No.
Yeah, he is. He totally is.
No, I'm just,
Pokemon Go is something that
Just chilling,
usually
floating along.
you kind of care about. So.
Yeah, but I don't. There's nothing new to it. I'm just in the stage I'm ready to download it and
Well, if field testing officially ended today, and it's supposed to be coming out next month, and in theory,
Well, this month now, right? Because we're in July.
Are we?
Technically, right now we are not.
When they listen to it, they are.
Yeah, but they're watching it right now.
Right?
Yeah.
True.
Look at
Yeah,
Travis's
we got
meme face.
one-
Oh, it just
one
changed.
person watching.
It just changed.
Either way,
Which is technically us watching.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know what else there is. For me, I have nothing to say. I'm gonna download it when it's here. I'll probably play it for a week, see how it is.
I know, apparently GameStop sold out of the bracelets in the States, so.
Oh, I can believe it. Pokemon has a huge fan base. It's just for me, it's I'm just gonna do the free thing, play it for a week. If it helps my interest for more, great. But if not, it's just okay, I'll remove the megabytes off my phone and.
Megabyte.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
that's
megabyte.
about it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got any other gaming news? No?
I'm out.
Should I-
Taylor, you gotta remember there's also a podcast portion, so you shaking your head.
That's why I said I'm out.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I guess I will
Shakes
continue
head.
then.
Shakes head violently.
It's been announced that they're doing a Bioshock collection.
It's
Which
been
is-
rumored since
Oh.
I think January, and they haven't announced it.
Yeah, it's
And now
official
announced
now.
now.
Yeah, so that's pretty
For
exciting.
This next gen or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Current gen.
I have all the games already, so
Yeah.
I probably won't invest the money
but
into
it'll
it.
be on new gen.
I downloaded Bioshock Infinite on Steam a long time ago, still haven't installed it.
Apparently,
Oh,
there's
okay.
upgrades or something. They said
Oh, yeah.
it sounds like it's gonna be the same thing as Skyrim. So, I don't know if I'll buy it. I played a little bit of Bioshock 1. I never played through it. It's a great game, but I
you
just
gotta
don't.
finish it.
I think it's one that I'll wait for it to go down a bit more because I don't know if I need to play the other one. People tell me Infinite's fun and 2's not the greatest, so I'll wait.
I mean, it's totally different. Each game,
Yeah.
it isn't linear.
That's what I hear.
But
so.
the first one, it's a masterpiece. I honestly feel like you have to finish it.
Yeah.
There's,
No, and
there's,
I've
a,
always-
there's a huge plot twist at the end that you're
Yeah.
just like, oh.
I've always heard that. I've always wanted to. It's just one that, like we say before, just games that pass you by.
Do you own it?
No.
Oh,
So that's where it's
I have it for Xbox, so maybe I'll lend it.
Oh
to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
have
take
it
it.
too,
Then.
you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah. No, I wouldn't spend $6 to $8. I'm playing Outlast again right now. I'm
Oh.
playing through GTA. The
I'm so
trilogy,
proud of you.
I got too many. Yeah, I just got my fingers cut off, so
Oh man, that
Yeah.
game.
I'm excited.
You beat it? You haven't beat
I'm
it.
close. I'm close.
You-
I've
your
been playing
fingers-
lots
your
of
fingers
Melee.
cut off?
I'm way past that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My plan, yeah, but I'm gonna be
Are
before
you
you.
broken
promise.
camera?
I can't
What
remember.
game are we talking about?
Outlast. It's
I'm
like
between
a,
that
It
and
is
the
a
Alien
masterpiece
Isolation.
of horror.
I downloaded it and then I just like played it for a while and then like Metal Gear and Fall came out, so I just like fell
Yeah.
aside, and then now I want to finish the second one comes out in October.
What would you name it, or how would you rate it on a scary scale?
Oh, for sure, at least a 9.
Yeah,
maybe
it
a 10
is.
to the end, but like, cause it's not just so much it's scary, but like the effects. Anytime you see somebody, it is classically like jump scare, like loud, like "Brr," and like anytime you're like, oh, because you'll see a guy and then you'll hide under a bed and then he'll be gone. You'll kind of like see him over there. And you can be expecting it when he turns, but like the sound effects and the noises it makes is so loud, and there's a lot of good scares. You just be walking, and it's like, oh, and then
Just
when
like-
they catch you,
Oh man, and it's like at the very beginning, that guy in the wheelchair.
oh yeah,
Oh, that got me.
yeah,
Cause like you pass him and he doesn't do anything. You're like, oh, okay, that was a little sketchy, and then you go back and he grabs you, and you're just like,
Yeah.
fuck this girl.
Yeah.
I used to have a level where you have to run through and like push the stuff up against the doors so they get through, and
Oh.
man, is that, oof, that's scary.
Oh, it's stress. You get the heart racing. I love
Ready
it.
for that Resident Evil VR?
Yeah. I played the trailer, by the way.
Did you play it once?
Yeah.
Me too. People say there's a bunch of different endings and whatnot,
Really?
and I delete it, so I don't know if I might re-download and play through it again.
Yeah, I just played it once.
Yeah.
I feel like this is definitely not the Bioshock collection anymore.
Oh.
It tied in with
I
scary
just
games.
got excited.
It tied in with scary games. But yeah, like that's cool for people that haven't played like myself. But like, if I'll just borrow like one of your two, because I just don't know. Like I just don't want to
It's-
spend that much on.
It's definitely like how you said. If you haven't played it, it's definitely
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think because Bioshock 1, the original, I think it's just like it was in my top 10.
That's what I hear people
It
say.
was a
Infinite is
masterpiece.
really good too.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
You haven't played Infinite?
I own it on Steam, right?
It's different. It's really bright and like you're
Yeah.
outside,
Oh, yeah.
so
It's really different. And then like the second one, you just play as the Big Daddy, which is cool, but
different.
it's not a masterpiece of a game, right? Like the
Yeah.
first one, there's just the plot twist that just. Oh,
Hashtag master.
It's not as hashtag.
I would
No.
certify fresh that guy. 99%.
Like, so
99%.
good.
Hannibal season 2.
Yeah,
So good with like 4 O's.
I think so. Honestly,
At least 4.
at least 4.
At least 4.
Like at 4 to the power of 4.
Whoa, shit.
Oh, that's a lot of O's.
Okay.
All right,
and
moving
then-
on. Moving on.
Something I probably am the only one that really cares about it. They're doing a Final Fantasy VII Monopoly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, really, there's so many out now between Zelda and Pokemon and everything.
Monopoly.
Yeah.
I have Kelowna on board.
You have what?
The Kelowna on board. It's Kelowna, but it's Monopoly.
That's
Really?
kind of lame.
It's not lame.
Is
It's
it
called,
Is it
Kelowna
relevant
Monopoly?
it's
area?
called Kelowna on board. It has like the landmarks.
Oh, you need to show me it. I have 4 different monopolies.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
what
brought it
monopolies
over.
you have?
Wrestling, Mario, Disney, and Marvel.
We should do a board
Wow,
game night.
yeah,
We
oh,
should,
I'm so
And
down.
live stream. I need to get a second cam. Get a bird's eye view of the
Yeah.
board.
Oh,
Monopoly.
Man, that'd be hype.
I legitimately, people laugh. I legitimately have a 9-year streak of not losing.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You just
right.
flip the board?
Yeah,
No, you can ask
yeah.
You can ask my family. I'm just like really good with my money. I'm really good with
Yeah, because you probably
deals.
play as the banker and cheat.
No,
Oh,
my
that
mom was
too.
always the banker.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I shot a
see.
game banker when we play.
But that, so no, I would try someone else being.
Where do you get those pink 50s? You
I'll-
cheating
I'll
whore.
be-
Yeah. Don't touch me, Grandma.
Yeah.
That's a cheating whore.
I'll
cut you-
I'll bank it up. I'm a great banker.
Cut your
One
head
of the
off.
best.
We'll have a
One of the
video
best.
camera on some of the bankers, so we'll know. The fans will
The
know.
chat will be on my side. It's my stream.
Twitch will be
I got the
bankers.
YouTube one.
We'll do Twitch plays as banker. You see those, right?
Yeah.
Twitch plays.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, and moving on. So apparently right now it's planned that Zelda is going to be the only game on Wii U next year. So they haven't planned for
Seems
any
legit.
other games to be on the Wii U.
And they said they
Sounds
need to
about
sell
right.
2 million units to make a profit.
I was
Ouch.
thinking about getting a Wii U, but I've heard that they discontinued them.
You want to buy mine?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm actually down.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, that'd be a good exchange.
I'm down.
We'll
I'll
talk.
trade your
We'll
PS4.
talk after.
Trade your PS4.
I was gonna say
I
something.
know you're
but
not.
just kept
I know you're
laughing.
not actually gonna do, but I would actually sell my Wii U.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
I have a bunch of really great games.
Yeah.
Like Monopoly Wii U. Yeah, but
Taking a look now, see what you got.
I actually do have some. Good
oh,
games.
I thought someone walked in and there's like a ghost and I'm missing it. I'm like, oh.
No, the ghost is over right here.
But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna sell that, and that seems about right. They haven't talked about anything else, so hopefully it does come out in March with the NX, and then hopefully
The
that's
horseshoe.
good. What?
Horseshoe
Horseshoe.
remote.
Yeah, I won't be buying it if I have to use a fucking horseshoe. Sorry, you just lost my.
I wouldn't be buying it if they had like a PS4 remote on.
I'm not a
it.
circus
I just have
clown.
no interest in purchasing a next gen console
Yeah.
other than what I already have.
That's fair.
Discounted Wii U.
Just that's
$20 off.
That's like mid gen.
$20 off.
It's not so new gen anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever EV game's gonna give you for it, I'll give you 20 more.
Oh man,
You want a Wii U?
They jib you so hard.
I kind of want yours just because it's
Bring in like
black,
60
and
games,
then I
get
can sell my white one.
All right, I'm down, man. If you want to buy this Wii U, let's go. I want a PS4 up in here.
There you go.
Told you, Taylor.
Yeah, it's alright, but I can't.
Remember, you said he was a traitor for not buying an Xbox One. We had this
Hashtag-
conversation in group chat.
Hashtag told you Taylor. That's a
Yeah.
new segment.
Told you, Taylor.
Told you, Taylor.
Hey man, 360, one of my favorite consoles of all time.
Oh,
Easily in the
absolutely.
top 10.
Absolutely. Easily top 10.
When they were putting out the goods. You know,
There's like
putting out
9 in the top 10.
No, I had some great times with 360. But anyway,
What else we got?
My last piece is that there was a job posting for people to come work on the NX, and they said that if
They
you
need help.
had experience with Unreal Engine 4, it was considered an asset. So people are kind of suggesting that the
if
NX
you've never made a game
might
for
have,
it, we want you.
might have Unreal Engine 4 capabilities, or the possibility of it leaning in that direction. So
That'd be nice because you've seen like those YouTube videos of Mario running on that and everything. That looks so beautiful.
Oh, it looks
so
really cool, yeah.
And like obviously some people might be like, oh, like it's not the old way. Yeah, we're not. It's
Yeah.
not. We're not on the
It's
old
not
way
really,
anymore. It's
yeah.
time to move on. Like, and Nintendo needs it. They're fucking in the shitter. So it's like,
They're fucking in the shitter.
like we're like the fans
So
that have the
much
Wii U. We're not
nastiness going on in
enough. We're not enough to support them. Like they need the mainstream people. And I'm down to play a fucking Unreal 4 engine of Mario. You know, and Zelda, like all that. Anytime I see that, it looks fucking phenomenal. So
Yeah.
just don't make it a horseshoe controller.
well, that's too bad. You get one, you get the other. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You want Unreal Engine 4, you play with the fucking horseshoe.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? That was it for your game news.
Yeah.
I only got 2.
Yeah.
So this came out after E3. Some people had called it because it didn't say Xbox and PC exclusive, but Dead Rising 4 is going to be coming to the
That was
PS4.
a surprise.
Look at this. So yeah, that, I was gonna say, which it's funny when we were doing our Xbox One. That was like one. It was like that and Sea of Thieves. I'm like, those are the 2 games I really like in Xbox. And now Dead Rising 4, I'm like, it's a drop down to 1.
You know, Microsoft wants to bring all the gamers together.
No,
Whatever
it's the
console
developers
you're on.
want to have actual sales.
No, Microsoft is reaching out and making.
No,
a
it's
person
the
that
developers.
Sony is like, Uncharted is ours. Fuck all you other gamers. We're not gonna share anything.
Okay, but how come? Are they sharing Halo, Taylor?
Yeah, Halo Wars 2
No, with PS4?
with PC.
No, but not PS4. You
Oh,
bastard!
no,
Nice
because
try.
PS4 won't share.
What? No, yeah, because we're the winning team. They want to come to us because they're smart. Look at what Dill's trying to do right now. On Cass, he's trying to make 2 deals to get trade a Wii U for that. He's not doing that for
I'm
the
trying
one.
to scam them. I'm going to tell them both. I'm going to tell them. They're going to give me their money, and I'll just give it to one of them.
And that's what you do as a successful business. Anyways, I'm just excited.
This is what PS4 is making me do. Okay? They're making me go evil.
It is very evil. I know, Dylan.
He means in that console
It's
sense.
so good to be evil, though.
But
so
like,
good.
I'm super
It's hard to
excited.
do, though.
I think they said it sounds like the time will probably be like Tomb Raider, like 6 months to a year. But I'm super stoked for that. Like, that's cool. I love the first Dead Rising, and I'm excited. So yeah, I'm happy it's coming to PS4.
Good for you.
It'll be fun.
Did you guys have anything
That's
to say on Dead Rising 4?
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think so. Frank's back.
Can't play it on my Wii U, so...
So, sorry, which one have you played? Just the first?
Just the first one, yeah, when I had
Okay.
360. And I never played the second one on PS7 was meh, and then the
I
third
think I
one...
only played the second one.
Yeah, and then
And
the
I
third
have it
one
on
was on the
360.
1, and I didn't have the 1, so obviously I didn't play it. But
Wait.
people said it was more serious. First 2, 360, and then third was on the 1. It was a launch title.
I can't remember if I played 2 or 3, but it definitely wasn't the same as the first. I like the first one
Yeah.
more for sure.
Yeah.
It was probably 2. I don't think I've really talked to many people that actually bothered to buy
I think it
3.
was probably
Yeah.
the second one, yeah.
Because, like, I remember when the first one came out, I remember seeing it in, like, gaming mags and stuff, and I was like, oh, I really want to play that. It's just I never had the chance.
Mhm.
And then the second one, I just somehow ended up with it.
But,
It's very similar, like, right? It's the same concept, but so lots of fun.
but
Good
Taylor,
hours killing zombies.
yeah, but you'll get it before, so there you go. There's
Yeah.
your...
There's your
You
win.
probably won't even buy it, so...
No, I think that's one of the games I'll probably buy. I need more zombie games.
There's a really good one coming out on the PS4, actually. Days Gone.
Oh,
And have you played Last of Us?
You played Dying Light, though, right?
I have. I beat
Yeah.
Dying Light.
Dying
That
Light's
was
a really,
Yeah,
it's a really good
Dying
game.
Light's on both though, so...
I have it on PS4 too. If you ever want to borrow it. When
Really
you
good
when you
movie,
get one, when you get one, you
on
can borrow it.
Netflix. It's called Zombies as well.
Oh,
Zombies.
God.
Get your fix from
Zombies.
Anyways, my last gaming piece of
What
news.
about Zombie U? That was a Wii U game, right?
Yeah, it's on PS4 now.
Zombie
yeah,
U.
they remaster, whatever they put it on. It might even be
Is
on
it
Xbox.
still called Zombie U?
No,
on
just-
PS4?
I thought it was really reliant on the gamepad.
Yeah, they say it's not that great of a
It's
port,
not.
but they did it, so.
Sounds about
It's a
Nintendo.
You can't actually play it. You can just buy it, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, you can watch something play. Last piece of news I had is that they delayed the Arkham Remastered collection indefinitely. They didn't really specify why, and they didn't give a date. They just said it's not coming out this month, and that's it. So,
well, I heard something about Arkham or Batman Return to Arkham or something. Is that another game that they're putting out or something like that?
Aren't they done with that series?
if you would have watched the Sony conference, you would know that's their VR.
Oh, it's a VR. Oh, I just saw Batman VR. I didn't know it was dubbed.
Yeah, it's Return to Arkham. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, give him a break. That,
It's true.
I didn't know that
actually, I
either.
didn't know that either.
Okay, that's it.
Jeez.
That was the
Give him a
title.
break.
I thought-
Poor guy.
No, I wouldn't. Batman VR is what I. Same with Final Fantasy VR.
Yeah.
So.
So they said they're done with that series, right?
I said that, but they're the ones making the VR game, so they're done with it a little, but I don't know, it's their money
So
maker.
it's Warner Bros. Then.
Warner Bros, but then Rocksteady. But apparently Rocksteady's not
okay.
doing this port. And I guess the problem is it's not like a simply remastered, they're like using a new engine for the game. So that's, I guess,
That
some
sounds
of the rumors.
problematic.
Got a really
why.
good engine.
yeah, so they're using a new one, so I'm not that like disappointed because I own the games. I'll play them again.
Yeah.
I might buy the remastered, but just a fact because I had thrown that out there, so...
Just a quick question. You played all, obviously.
Of course,
Your favorite was the second one?
Yeah, City, yeah.
City, yeah, that was the only one I played, and I
Yeah.
thought it was like a masterpiece. I put it in my top 10, actually.
Yeah.
That was an amazing game.
The other two are worth it. Origins is lots of fun too. It's just not as good because it was made by a sister company.
And the tank.
That's Arkham Knight. That stuff.
Oh.
It's still good. It's just not like it's not as good as the other two.
Is there
Just
still a
'cause-
lot of like melee combat though?
Oh yeah, there's tons. You're always
Yeah.
doing that. There's tons of detective
Just,
mode.
like-
It's just the tank is a little overkill so
Oh,
much.
okay,
you
yeah.
know. So, well, I guess we're gonna do something that we haven't done. I think in a good minute.
Cool minute.
Which happened
Yeah.
to be Wednesday.
Which happened to be Wednesday. We're going to be talking about, as you see on the screen on YouTube. If not, we'll fill you in the podcast. Our bread and butter. For you new listeners, if you don't know, this is what...
Where's the picture of the bread? Oh, it's up there. Keep
Right
it.
there.
Just making sure.
For you new listeners, bread and butter, it's our topic. I don't know how it happened. One day we just started calling bread and butter. That's what it is. So
The
today,
butter.
our bread and butter is based upon a conversation Jessica and I were having in a message. She was asking me about Butterfly Effect, and she really likes the movie, but on Rotten Tomatoes, really low score. And that was the origin of our conversation is stuff that we love that either friends or people we know don't like it, or it's kind of critically hailed as something bad. So, do we want to go one by one and name a thing, or do we all want to name like me name all my stuff and then go down the line? What do you guys want to do?
Someone say one thing. and
I'll
then
start
we'll
with
talk
something
about it.
recent as X-Men Apocalypse. It's not
Yeah.
like hated, but I feel like a lot of people just call it a bad movie, and I actually really like it.
Really?
It's not.
Is it getting?
It's like a 40%
Actually, yeah, a lot of
Tomatoes.
Really?
like people I follow on
That's
Twitter were
surprising.
like not a good movie.
Yeah, same thing. Most people I follow just crap on it, don't like it, and like
I really liked it.
truthfully, I've not seen it a second time, so maybe I'll watch it. I'll be like, oh, maybe the hype's gone, and I realize now. But
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think so because it's the same thing when I watched BVS. I was like, like the first time I was like, I could see the problems, like, and I like this more than BVS. But that was the thing, I guess, recently for me. I watched that and I just like thought, oh yeah, good, fun, solid. Like I said, 7.5, but seems like people just really dislike it, and I get it because some people say it's just kind of the same thing over. But it's just like I just didn't think it was that bad, you know. So
I thought there was more good than bad, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
think it's worth a lot more than what Rotten Tomatoes has.
yeah, and I feel like majority of Taylor, you did end up seeing it.
I saw it.
Yeah, and did you like?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I
so
enjoyed
like.
it.
Yeah.
As far as people I actually physically know like it, but it's people that I've seen like you said on Twitter and like some
Yeah.
reviewers don't like it. But everyone I've talked to in person, like same thing. They don't be like, "Man, that was amazing," but it's like no one's like, "Yeah, that was really shit," you know.
Yeah,
Which is
critically 48.
yeah, and I don't think it's a 48% movie. That's like, well, that is a like it's too a little fail, but yeah, that's
we
one.
could watch that on Netflix and fail.
Very biased.
Actually, just to go along with that, the Last Stand, which is the third X-Men movie,
Mhm.
because I don't know what that's like on Rotten Tomatoes, but everyone hates
It's
on that movie.
probably pretty low because
Maybe I should just keep Rotten Tomatoes up here.
yeah,
Go for
good
it.
idea.
Yeah, Last Stand.
'Cause
X-Men Last
I
Stand.
kind of hate that movie, so that's where
No, that's
I
totally
understand,
fair, but I really like that movie.
Mhm.
So perfect for the topic, you know.
Mhm.
Do you guys
I
remember
feel like
that
there's
one?
an infinite like list of movies like that.
That was an old one.
Do you remember it?
that
at
was
all?
an old one.
Yeah. I
Which
remember
X-Men
Last
3.
Stand.
that one scene
I've
with
seen
the
them all. I just don't really
plastic
remember
guns.
the older ones.
Plastic
I
guns?
remember that Magneto. They were his whole army was attacking the base, and then all the plastic guns, and he's
You're
like
over 50.
plastic.
Okay.
What is it?
58.
See, and I feel like that's so much.
Audience score is only 62.
Is that the one where Jean dies, but not really? Like in all the movies?
Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, and you said that was like your first X-Men, right, too?
I think it may be the first one I saw.
Yeah, so that is.
Oh, I definitely credit most of it to nostalgia, but I still think it's a solid film.
Mm-hmm. I'll throw out another one as far as superhero genre, because I don't have it, and you can check out the full review, but is legitimately the Batman v Superman, like, ultimate cut that's come out. After we reviewed it, I went online, because I don't look at the reviews first, so we reviewed it, look online, majority of people really love this, feel it makes it a lot better, and for me, it's like, it explains a bit more stuff, but overall does not make the film any better, but just lots of people love and say, oh, this is the cut, blah, 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 it's like, the biggest problems for me are still there, you know, so that's just one, I guess, like, as far as just super reason I'd throw out.
Yeah. You said, like, I remember you were talking about in the group chat, it was like, everything that they added was like a minute to something, right?
The stuff that I felt was good. No, there's half an hour worth of footage, but there's I'd say like the stuff that's worth seeing is 6 to 7 minutes. Where the other, I feel like people don't account for that. They're just like, that stuff's really good.
And like you said, they could have just added that in the main.
Oh, I know. Like a movie that's 2.5 hours opposed to like 2 hours and 37 minutes is not 7 minutes more. Is, you know, but
just some editing. Fails.
What about you guys down there? Do you have anything? And we're talking games, movies, TV. I don't think anyone. I have one TV. I think TV's the hardest, but
yeah.
Do you have any of that?
Were you asking about BB? I guess no one else has seen the extended cut.
No.
I actually just don't, because I think the one TV thing I have is Heroes, because everyone pretty much everyone likes the first season who's seen it, thinks it's a good show, but then it like goes downhill. And I mean, it definitely does not just because of the first season, but I actually liked all of it, like all 4 seasons, even though it does get really strange, but I enjoyed it. I will say Heroes Reborn was god-awful. Horrible.
I heard that.
I didn't even bother finishing it because it was just that bad. But I do enjoy the original Heroes, all the seasons, obviously first one best.
And I did hear that about, like, I was talking to somebody before, they said that the first season of Heroes is like their favorite season of television ever. And
it's
they did
really
say
good.
that
it's also like 20-something episodes, whereas like I think the next one's like, there's like a season that I swear is like under 10 episodes.
It is, because the writer's strike.
Yeah.
That did happen right in
the
middle of the show.
the whole thing seems like really disjointed, and that's obviously the reason why I went downhill, is because of the writer's strike, but I still enjoyed it just because there's enough characters that I cared about.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Which is what we were talking about Orange is the New Black. Like, even though it's not as good as the first season, there's enough interesting characters that I cared about, right? So
the one I'll throw out, you can check because I don't know what it's actually rated. I'll throw for Taylor and myself because I feel like it's probably not too liked. As far as people I know, no one watches it, is Scream Queens. And, like, because that's the only TV show that I can think about that I really, really enjoy. It's not that people say it's bad. I think it's on Rotten Tomatoes going to be probably a fail.
The thing with Heroes is, like, first season, right?
Oh,
so it's kind of hard to tell for Rotten Tomatoes for a show, right?
Season 2?
Season 2 hasn't started.
No, Season 2 starting soon. John Stamos is coming.
When is it starting?
Yeah, well, fall.
Oh,
but, like, and I guess, like, it's a bad one, but it's the only TV one I could think of. 69%. Not too bad, actually. But, like, I just feel like people just write it off and, like, man, like, it's just, like, a lame, like, girly show, you know? And it's so much fun.
It's fun.
It's it's the funnest 42 minutes I'll have that week sometimes, you know? Like, Dickie Dollar Scholar Club, Deaf Taylor Swift, like, these are things that are going to stay with me for the rest of my life. It's so good. That's the only TV show I could think, because I talked about Kirkland and Dylan with this before. It's like TV, it's like, I don't know, like, you kind of like it, but then if...
It's hard to say, because usually it's just like, oh, this was a bad season, or...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, it's hard to... And, like, it's so subjective, because if you don't really like the show, you probably will just stop, you know?
It's like stop after an episode
a movie,
or two, yeah.
You'll probably watch the whole way through, right? You're like, oh, half an hour left, let's see if this gets better. But it's like, fuck, 10 episodes, like, I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you're like... So it's like, that was the hardest for me. I couldn't think of any shows, maybe I just got that good taste, but any TV shows where I'm like, I really love this, and people crap on it. Like, there's a couple horror anthology series, like, Fear Itself, but no one's probably ever fucking heard of that. But, like, I love it, and it got canceled first season. But, yeah, I'm a big horror buff, so that was the only TV I got. Does anyone have any TV here?
Oh, okay, I can't even remember the name of the show. Oh, it's called Breakout Kings. It was on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Did you ever watch that?
I watched it a little bit. I didn't watch the whole series.
I, for some reason, really liked it, and it just got canceled because it was so shitty. But I liked it. I liked it. Yeah. There's also this girl in it who I just had a major crush on, so that probably helped.
Oh,
but, like,
yeah,
overall,
she's babe.
Oh, wow, that one, really?
36%.
Perfect.
That's a perfect for this segment.
Even the average audience, 50%. That's not what you want to see.
No.
You obviously didn't vote, though.
No, I didn't. I don't rate. I've never rated anything on Rotten Tomatoes, actually. But no, that was another classic that got canceled after 2 seasons.
I got Netflix too. Hemlock Grove, 38%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that was not.
What happened with Eli Stone? Was that critically? Well, how was that? 'Cause
Check
I remember
that.
you've seen that show.
Eli Stone.
I love that show,
That
but
was so
it
good.
definitely got canceled after 2 seasons. So
Taylor, you've been really quiet.
Well, I have
Do you have a TV show or
Oh,
just
two.
one? Oh, okay.
one TV show. Yeah, I got a lot of other stuff, but the
Okay.
TV show,
Eli Stone.
The River. I know a lot of people didn't like that.
Is that
No,
who's in that one?
it's just not coming out.
I think I know which one you're
I
talking
can't
about.
remember,
Poor guy.
but
Is it like a horror,
it's
like
that horror where it's
slasher
all
one?
through like the cameras, basically.
You like first person? Oh, like found footage. This was
Oh,
a TV
yeah,
show.
It was a TV show. You ever heard of The River?
I've heard of it. I've never seen an episode. I just feel like I've seen like previews, and I feel like the slogan wasn't like some water.
Something I can't remember if it was even Steven Spielberg that helped produce it or something. It was a
Oh, I didn't produce it.
It was someone, but it was really bad. It didn't get a second season, but I liked it because it was scary. It had zombies in it at
Johnny
one
Lee
point
Miller.
and a lot of really freaky like ghost stuff and everything. And
Jon.
I thought it was pretty good. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was rated though.
It was just canceled.
It got canceled. Yeah, no
Yeah.
second season.
Well, while they're looking at, Kirkland, did you have any
He's the
TV?
main guy in the show.
I honestly can't think of too many TV shows
Yeah.
that I really liked that were just bad.
Mhm.
Like,
And
there's
that's the
probably
thing
a
with-
lot of ones when I was like younger.
Yeah.
Because like all of
Well,
those are probably
some of
shit.
those
And those bad shows usually don't stick around too if they're really bad. They most of them get canceled too. So that's unlike a movie. Transformers can get all these bad ratings, but as long as it makes money, you'll get a new one. But
Yeah.
with TV shows, they usually like ratings are down. It's not like that's the thing that's Safe Hamill, right? Ratings were not good, but because the critic review is so good, like oh
Yeah.
keep it on. But if that was not good either, they would have just pulled it. So that has so much to
Really?
depend on there.
That's
Eli
so
Stone apparently is just not on.
It doesn't exist
Not
on
on
Rotten Tomatoes.
Eli Stone.
So that sucks.
But
But that's a good show.
just because I feel like it's a bit smaller,
Just
we
kinda
can
have-
come back. Good episode. We can come back to, but maybe do games because I feel like we have more movies than games. So I guess I'd throw out for me like superhero genre, Wolverine 2 Revenge. We looked up; it's only 58%. But I feel like anytime I've talked to people before, they've just kind of like, "Oh, it's not that good of a game." Or like even Mark Hamill, who does the voice for Wolverine, said like he didn't think it was a good game. Like or his kids told him that. I'm like. One of my favorite games on PS2. I lost so many hours. Just a fun hack and slash. There's so much good Easter eggs for a comic fan. That's it too. Like fucking Omega Red's in the game. Like, and if you know who Omega Red is, shout out to you. Like,
Omega Red.
yeah. Well, I guess he's not. He's a Easter egg kind of. But and you got. It was the first game where you could unlock different like costumes that I played for your character. So that was one. And then another one was a WWE version of Twisted Metal. Me and Dylan played it a few weeks ago, and it actually
That's
holds
fun.
up. I
That's
don't
fun.
think it
That's
is like
fun.
48% where it's good. And yeah, you're just like The Rock has his own vehicle, and The
That's
Undertaker
amazing.
and Hulk Hogan. Like, it's awesome. We actually had a lot of fun. That's the game we played the most.
I don't know if I'd want to play it again though.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought when we left we were on a high. I thought you said you would
We
play
were.
it again.
We ended on a high note.
I would play it again. I haven't played it again since, but
That game.
I want to.
If
so
we were
much
to
fun.
play that again, we're playing Twisted Metal. We're not playing that game.
Twisted Metal. That's a great game.
It's a great game, but it doesn't have The Rock on there.
I'd say the original Twisted Metal though, like the
Yeah.
one on
What was
PS1
Legs? What
or
was his name?
Sega, whatever one it was. I forget.
Who was I playing as?
Stacy Keebler.
Stacy!
Good old Stacy.
Stacy. You're not gonna find her in Twisted Metal. That's
No.
for sure.
Any games you guys have that? You
I had
Uh,
one. Go for it. Go for it.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of games that probably were really bad that I really liked. One for the Sega Genesis, Boogerman. Shouts out to
Definitely
Boogerman.
talk about the Boogerman.
Oh yeah, we talked about the Boogerman.
Yeah.
And I have it actually. If one day I'll maybe pull out my Sega Genesis so we can stream it or something.
I can't wait. To
But this is a classic Sega platformer. I just
Yeah.
had lots of fun with it when I was younger, so it's probably horrible ratings. I'm just assuming.
yeah.
Like the Batman, the movie one. There's a game on.
the Tim Burton one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
that was
I had that one on Sega Genesis
Yeah.
too. I played the shit out of that. It's
Yeah.
probably horrible reviews as
Oh,
well.
for sure. I just can picture in my head it was such a bad game, but like fun as a kid.
Oh yeah, totally. And that's like a lot of the games I played when I was younger. I had a Teletubbies game for PS1.
Oof.
That was
Can't help you there, my
Quality.
friend.
oh man, it was probably horrible, but I had fun playing it.
For me, a game. It's like a multiplayer only game called Gotham City Imposters, which I know we've talked about
I
before.
know this game.
It was like
yeah.
it was a multiplayer only game,
yeah.
and it's just like a shooter. It honestly kind of, now I'm thinking about it, now that Overwatch is out, it's kind of like that, and then it's just all about like crazy movement and stuff, and the customization was really interesting. It was just a game that like I could never get any of my friends into it, and like it just never really got popular, but I loved it. I thought it was like one of the best shooters that I've played. It was so good.
I played it a few times and yeah, I just didn't play it ever again. I was
Yeah.
like, not for me. I don't know, a big sure guy in general.
You
but-
just picked it because it was a Batman thing, right?
But it came with the game. It came with Origins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's how. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it was a
It's actually, I believe it's free to play on
Yeah.
Steam now, so everyone can try it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's people playing it still, but
Dylan.
I mean,
Servers
since
are
it's a
pretty-
free to play, there's probably
Pretty
people
good.
on there.
Yeah.
It was a really fun game for sure.
That's a good one. That's a good shout out. Any games, Jessica?
It's hard to think of games.
Taylor?
Go
There's
on,
I got one.
you do have one? I'll just throw out Rampage, I think it was called, for
Rampage.
PS2.
I
It's
bet
like-
those probably have good reviews though. Those ones, and I feel
Yeah.
like we all love Rampage.
Oh yeah, but it's just like I'm just trying to think of old games. Like that's all I'm trying to think of right now. Anyways, go on.
Two Worlds 2.
Which one?
Two Worlds 2. There was a
That
first.
was on a list. I looked up really bad rated games, and I remember that was on it, but I don't know what it is.
It's like it did do really, really bad. But I really liked it. I played it with my friends, and there wasn't too many people that played it, obviously. But it's a game like it's medieval. It's like fantasy. So you go out and you're wizard. You can be archer, whatever. And I liked it because you could literally make your own spells. You can make it rain boulders down on an enemy, and then you can make it spin around and add fire into it, and you could just. It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. But
That
I
sounds
know
cool.
What
They're
was
selling
this,
it
what
right
did
now.
this come out for?
360.
Oh, okay.
They should have
Oh,
hired
so
you
it's
to
not that
to
old.
be on marketing for that game.
Yeah,
So
like,
I'm actually kind of
Xbox
interested.
The first one did absolutely crap. You couldn't even play it.
I own it actually. Now
The
that I
first
think
one or
of
the second one?
it. The second one,
Oh.
not even opened at all. It was on sale one year for when I worked at EB Games for $1.99. So I bought it,
Sounds
and I
about
never
right.
even opened
Never
it.
opened
tune
it.
it.
Sell it in like 100 years.
Well, why
You bought
not?
it just to have one more game on your shelf?
Well, it was $1.99. It's like a Steam sale.
Oh,
it's
it's so true.
$1.99.
It
Why wouldn't I
happens.
buy it?
It's just like might play it one day.
Not to crap on it, Taylor, but do you feel like Unity would also be one like that for you? No, because like he said he had no problems. And he
No.
had fun.
Shots fired.
I specifically
No.
put the disclaimer. This was not.
Honestly, that is actually. I didn't even think of that. I thought about Assassin's Creed. I'm like, no, Assassin's Creed is just perfect.
Just because everybody had so many problems with that, but you said you didn't, so that's
I
like
didn't.
that,
Of course, I would never have any problems with any Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed game. But no, that is actually a good one. I'll throw that one in there too. Unity. Everyone just bashed it, hated it, and yeah, I loved it.
You had a good time.
Why did
I had a
everyone
great
hate it?
time. Because their characters had no faces and they would fall through the maps.
Okay,
and
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was like glitch
Yeah,
stuff
really
that like
glitch
really
stuff.
ruined the game.
Not
Classic.
glitch.
Didn't they end up patching it
2016.
or just no?
They
just
patched
was
it,
always
and then it
horrible.
got worse, and they patched it
You
again.
can only patch it so much.
Oh,
It's funny that like kind of describes Modern Warfare 2, yet that was such a phenomenal game.
oh, amazing.
Even though it was completely broken.
Mhm.
Oh man, Claymores with Scavenger. You just never run out of Claymores, so you just camp in a spot for the entire game and you don't die. Oh,
Classic days.
that was my stuff.
You got any games, Jessica?
I do. One that is actually, it doesn't really necessarily have a bad rating, but I feel like it's kind of, no one talks about it, so I don't feel like anyone even bothered to buy it or play it. But Legend of Dragoon for PS1.
That sounds like a bad game.
Dragoon. Yeah.
It does sound bad.
See, that's why no one probably bought it, but it got good ratings kind of critically. It got like 70%, but I just feel like no one has even bothered to invest the money to play it, and I actually
Dylan's right.
really
It's
love
all
it.
about the title, and it doesn't sound like the Zack Snyder fun I'm looking for.
That's like, I mean, a lot of people did like it. It's just when I looked up the ratings, it wasn't that high. I think it was under 70%, maybe 60, 68 maybe, but it was Destroy All Humans.
Mm.
That was actually, like,
that was a fun game.
I invested so many
That was a
hours in that.
classic.
Like, it was just one of those games that you could just play for so
I
long.
don't know. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, the cover looks cool.
Yeah, right?
The name was just
I think it's the
deflating.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in.
Maybe if it was.
But it also looks very Final Fantasy like
Just like
anime-ish,
all
and if you're not into
But-
that, I
but
think
this
that
is like-
cover turns
okay.
you away quick.
But like PS1, like that shit looks
Oh, that's next
awesome.
gen.
If
Oh,
I was
yeah.
a kid, I would probably
Yeah, I
rent
guess
that.
if it's, I know it was a
I'd be like,
PS1.
Dad,
I
can
had
I
a
get this? And then he'd be like,
Blockbuster,
no.
I'd
And I'd be
rent
like, okay.
So, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other one that I have on the lines of Final Fantasy, 10-2, was absolutely just hated. I think it's acclaimed as like one of the worst in
Yeah,
the series.
another one with a not great title.
10-2.
Oh, Final Fantasy.
It's
right? Yeah.
number 10, part 2.
I know it's.
And I've explained this to you
don't, yeah.
before.
I know you have. But I'm just saying, like, I would buy a game that is
10-1.
11 or something,
But
maybe
it's
13,
But it's not
6.
11.
I would not buy
Okay,
10-2.
See, if
you
it was my
prefer
favorite number,
10.5?
I'd maybe buy it.
Huh?
Would you prefer like 10.5?
Neither. That makes no sense. You just buy.
But it's continuing on the same storyline.
Then you
Metal
can
Gear
make
Solid
11.
Ground Zeroes. Just a beta.
Impossible.
Where's $20 they were spent, to be honest? I love Kojima, but that was fucking brutal.
Oh, man.
It's over so quick, the actual story.
Oh, man. My buddy was telling me that he bought that thinking that was the next Metal Gear Solid game. And he says he, like, played it for 4 minutes. Like, he literally started it. He's like, why am I in the middle of the game? It was just like, he just turned it off. He's like, oh, I didn't know it was a beta or a demo, whatever. Because it's basically just a demo for the new one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Funny.
Well, back to movies then.
Sure.
I thought that I definitely lied to the viewers, I'm sorry, and the listeners. I have one other superhero one, and it's the original Daredevil. It's a movie that, like, I saw when
Ben
I was...
Affleck?
Yeah, I saw it when I was younger, so same thing, I got nostalgia. No way is it a good movie, but it's kind of like, it reminds me kind of like BVS, where there's kind of good parts in it, and it's entertaining, and it's fun. And it's not a good movie, but I feel like it just gets hated on so much more than it deserves. Like, there's other movies like Elektra and Green Lantern that I feel are so worse, and people throw it in that category, where I feel like I still find Daredevil enjoyable, and there's good performances in it. So that's when I had it. Has anyone seen the original?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember it being terrible. And then you said it was good, and I was like,
I don't think I ever said it was good.
I
I could
remember
say
being
like
young and seeing it and be like, I like
You're probably
this,
confusing
but-
him saying this TV show's.
Yeah, the TV show is a masterpiece, but like the
You probably
movie
heard
is
Daredevil
just
good
like,
a lot. But...
yeah, the movie is just like very meh,
solid 44%. Audience score at 35.
higher than BVS.
Not hard to do.
How's that even possible?
Yeah, no, I saw it like obviously as a kid too, because I think it was the first superhero movie to come right after Spider-Man, the original. So like
Yeah.
super hype of like it was like X-Men. Well, it was like Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man, and then Daredevil. So it was like you didn't know as a kid, and it was
My dad has a sick poster for that movie. in
You
his
told me,
garage.
yeah. And like the thing I always throw out there is Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin is so goddamn good. Like, yeah.
I like that character too.
Mhm.
He's in
Kingpin.
Spider-Man, actually. He originated in Spider-Man.
He's in Daredevil. You gotta watch the fucking Netflix show there.
I gotta finish
Whoa.
Hannibal first.
It's really good.
You gotta finish what?
Hannibal first.
Yeah, you do. This is one I've talked about before. I think it's not that much hated, but people call it a bad movie. But I think it's awesome. It's a movie called Knock Knock. It's with Keanu Reeves. It's Eli Roth. Came out last year. I'm not gonna go into detail. It's just really cheesy and fun. I sometimes think they maybe meant to do it that way, but it's really, really bad. It's like this bad sort of horror thriller sort of thing, but I love it because it's just one of those that's so bad it's good. I know it's like a bad movie, but it's like I have so much fun watching it. We talked about this here and there, but it's Saw. Like some of them are better critically rated than other, but I feel like it's a love-hate thing. So I definitely bump into people that do love it, but then lots of people are just like no, like Kirkland, you say you watch a few, but still you're usually like that's.
I've seen
really
the first
for me.
one.
Yeah.
I think I've seen snippets of the second one because
Mhm.
I remember seeing clips and then I recognized it.
Yeah.
It's just not my genre.
Yeah. No, and that's fair. And lots of people feel the same way. And lots of people just do like, oh, it's just torture porn, no fun. So like,
Yeah.
I just like, but I love it. I watch them all usually every couple of years. Do a nice 7-movie marathon.
Maybe
one
day
for
I'll see
me.
it.
One for me is the I don't know if you guys heard of it, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Really, you liked it?
No, I don't
Okay.
remember. I don't
Because even
remember.
as a kid, that was one of the movies like I don't like.
I just remember. I don't remember. I don't know what I remember about this movie.
I
I've
can't.
never seen.
I just like to say that I really
Never
like
even
that
heard of
movie.
it.
Yeah.
I
Before started
respect
doing
that.
this.
I'm happy that the movie exists. Is what I would say.
Like, I'm not. There's like that one. I know there's like one more, but then there's also like Transformers, where there's
Kinda wanna
few
see
movies
what
as a
this is.
kid that I even knew like, man, this is bad. Like I don't like this
Yeah.
at all. And that was definitely one because it was just like not.
That's hard to do, right?
Not the keyword, but like there
Because
was
kids just like movies.
I didn't have any fun with Mario, you know, like that movie. Like it was just like it just felt
Really?
weird and
Mm.
yeah.
Wasn't Yoshi horribly CGI'd?
I don't even think so.
15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Seems about right.
I see the cover.
That's
a classic.
This
cover.
is one
Yeah.
that I didn't know about. I thought I was telling
Oh.
Dylan before cast that I watched this as a kid. Lots of people did. I loved it, and I just grew up thinking it was a classic, but it was Hook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like on Rotten Tomatoes like a 30% or something like that. But to me, it's phenomenal. It's great, and it's like I grew up the whole time, and Spielberg, Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, all these great talent. I actually really like the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and I watched it today even after seeing the reviews, and I still think it's great. I think it's a phenomenally made movie, but people, and I've talked to people too that don't like it at all. But I felt as a kid when I grew up, everybody liked it. So like one day when I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, I think it was because somebody like a podcast I listened to that's a film critic was like, "Oh, that movie's awful." It's like, wow, that's strange. And then when I looked up, like, Jesus, like man, people really do not like this movie, and I don't know. I think it's a cool like what if tale on Peter Pan, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I'll just throw out one quick. Silent Hills.
mm-hmm.
Me and you both love it. I just looked it up. It's like 6, which like I mean it's not the lowest, but
what'd you say?
6 out of 10.
Oh, I think you meant like 6%.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's
I'm
what
like,
I
I
was-
think 10% as well.
and YouTube didn't tell me to watch it for months. Fuck you guys.
There was nothing on Rotten Tomatoes, but like I just watched it this year actually, and I really
love
liked
it,
it.
yeah.
It's really really good, and
Mhm.
I'm a huge fan of the game series.
Have you watched the sequel yet?
Yeah, it was on Netflix. I thought that was the first one.
Oh yeah.
Jon Snow's in it.
Oh,
It is
he?
possibly one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I've
It's
heard
got
that
a
a lot.
solid 29 on Rotten Tomatoes.
The second
so-
one?
That's-
Oh, the
No,
first
the
one.
first
What movie is
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the second one.
The second one's probably
63.
not much better.
It's
Yeah.
called like Silent Hill.
Retribution.
Yeah, something like
Classic Retribution.
that. It's
Yeah.
it is probably like one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I heard that, and that's why other than you two, I've
Oh,
heard.
it's Revelation. So.
Oh.
Revelations.
I've heard a few other people say things, but I just heard that the first Silent Hills wasn't that
5.
good.
Yeah,
A 5%.
it deserves a 5, I think.
I never watched the second one. Obviously, I don't need to.
That's messed up.
Another one I was just thinking of. I don't know how it does, but Resident Evil.
I wrote Resident
I think the
Evil.
first one is in like probably the 60 range.
No,
or
they're
is it-
all like 40% in it.
Oh, that's strange. Because
Yeah.
the first one I thought was still like I've only seen it once. I remember it being decent, but then the rest I've just heard they've gone off and they've just like been a tailspin of.
I
bad
like them.
movies.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying that it's like my favorite movies, but like when they come out, I'm like, I want to watch
I totally
that.
just talked to Matt earlier today. I was like, we need to do a Resident Evil.
The last one's coming up.
Yeah,
the first
exactly.
one is I really, really, really like that movie. Like,
They
it's
definitely
good.
go downhill a little bit,
It-
but I like them
Just
all.
like
It's just-
game franchise.
Well, it's like the first one. It's like it's set up so well. Like you don't know anything really, and like when they go into that room with the lasers and everything, that was like so like suspense and everything. So I really, really like that movie.
One I'll throw is a big favorite of mine. If I made a top 50 movies, it'd be in there. It'd be lower, but I fucking love this movie. It's Cloud Atlas. Not many people have
that's a
seen
good
it.
one.
Never seen it.
But like it got shit on by critics. Lots of people say it's boring and don't like it. But
It
and I
is
understand.
slow.
There's some. I get like it wasn't too slow for me. It's just some cheesy parts when the actors are in makeup. But it's like you got 10 actors and they're all playing different roles and like different mini stories, but they all kind of connect.
Oh,
And like the main thing is like about like love and everything. I definitely saw it in the time of right after a breakup, so that maybe has a lot to do with it. Because like I remember seeing it with like a friend of mine, and there's like this like bro man, I'm like, you're not crying, right? Like I'm not crying either. Yeah, no. Like, but it's really good. It's really well made. Like I think so, and it's a movie that like anytime I talk to people have not watched it, will not watch it, and then simply just don't like it. But I love it. You got Tom Hanks in there, Halle Berry, you got
Tommy.
fucking Hugo Weaving.
Hugo!
Yeah, and it's just for me a fantastic movie that I'll watch all the time, and it's a perfect fall asleep movie. Like it's like not because it's boring. It's just like it's like Nemo. Like that's a movie talking about earlier. I could put on and just fall asleep. It's just like so nice and calming. And but Cloud Atlas, like I love that movie, and people seem to hate it. So
Just a quick transition since you're speaking Halle Berry. Catwoman.
oh my God! Wait a second.
You like that movie?
When I saw it for the first time,
Oh, okay.
which I haven't seen it since, I was very young when I saw it. I didn't mind it.
Put on 66.
Oh, wow.
When I looked up Catwoman, it was on like one of the worst movies list.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Catwoman is fucking awful.
Yeah.
That's another movie. I'm
See-
saying the few movies as a kid I saw, like I saw that, and like it's brutal.
Yeah.
You need to watch it again
Yeah,
now.
I don't think I do.
You do. You need to see Halle Berry lick herself and pretend to be a cat, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, no, I remember she drank a lot of milk. There's a lot of references
Cheese,
of
like
her just
tuna.
being... Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
think-
things like that.
Oh no, I think Redmayne did it now, but she I think at one point was the first actress or actor to win an Oscar and a Razzie at the same time in one
Is
year. So
Razzie
she
like
won.
the down?
Yeah, so it's like Best Actress and then Worst Actress. She won Worst Actress for
That's
that,
right.
and then she won Best Actress for Monsters Ball. But
She may be the best actress of all time with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think if you have that range that you can be the best
could be
and worst
anything.
actor here, I think that's phenomenal. I think that's phenomenal.
But yeah, that movie you should watch again. It is fucking god awful, but it's fun god awful though. Like if you take it serious, it's not like I don't know. It's not like Green Lantern. If you've seen Green Lantern, or that to me, it's just like it's boring and I just don't like it. Or Catwoman, it is so bad you can laugh at it. Like it's pretty, but it.
Another one, I actually just found it out. 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. Swordfish.
What?
Yeah, I was not expecting to be that low.
Fuck all you and your John Travolta hate.
Did you like it?
I love
Yeah, I
Swordfish.
loved
Well,
it.
I
I-
love it, and like it's a fun, not cheesy, but like kind of actiony sort of movie.
I
Like
really, really liked
there
it.
is some cheesy
Oh
parts.
yeah,
to
absolutely. It came out 01. So
Yeah.
obviously there's gonna be cheesy moments, but like honestly, I could rewatch this movie and still like it.
It's great. I can
Yeah.
rewatch any John Travolta movie.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I'm just
And,
dying to do it on Netflix. And,
Wolverine's in it, totally.
Hugh Jackman,
Yeah,
yeah,
Hugh
before he hit
Jackman,
it big. Halle Berry, Don Cheadle,
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's a fun little
it's
heist
a really good movie, I didn't even think about it until we were talking about Halle Berry, but I can't believe how low it is.
I can't believe it's that low because people love. That's a big cult classic.
Oh yes, yeah. So
go watch
that was a good one.
Swordfish.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Hacking and such.
Can I go now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I got a bunch.
We're all kind of just like jumping in there.
My list is officially done. So.
Oh, okay.
You guys were just like going back and forth, and I just didn't want to interrupt. Being nice.
Okay.
You can raise your hand.
I'm not Taylor.
That's what we do here.
You've done it.
I think
Don't
Taylor,
lie.
I think Taylor going last is a good idea. His
his list is probably pretty bad.
I'm like.
I mean, read off his like top 10 favorite movies of all time.
That's what this episode is for me. This is my top 10 list.
Bionicles in there.
We'll have to wait and see when
Oh
we
man, Mask of Light. Oh, I should have mentioned that one. That one's so bad. So bad.
Anyway, the Butterfly Effect. The original one. This stemmed from me and Travis.
I really like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you
Did
tell
you
me
like
it was? No.
Oh, okay. You didn't like it?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not even a.
No.
I said to her I haven't seen it probably in a good 7 years, but I remember seeing it. The concept was cool, but it was just I was bored with it, and Ashton Kutcher's not that good.
I just said he has bias.
I saw it.
But that has a lot. But I'm biased against shitty acting, and that's why I feel when he I can't remember what happens, but at one point when he's on his knees and he's crying, and it's this is fucking awful because he's and it's I don't know if his girlfriend dies or his dog, but it's just it's not good. It's not just him. It's just if it was a good performance, but he's just not good. Your main
I think
act.
the time you're thinking about isn't even Ashton Kutcher in that scene.
No, it's him. Something happens where he falls to his knees, and it's a full-on face shot. Because I remember that was the point where I'm fuck, this movie sucks. It was burned in my brain, and I was man, this... I remember watching it, and it's that awkward thing when you're out of friends, and they're watching the movie, and people else are enjoying it, and you can't change it, so you're damn it. I gotta stick with this goddamn movie. I did. On the next
what choice could I have made in my life that would leave me not
on the next movie? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was, but it's some movie they put in, and I'm fuck it, I'm on. I was supposed to stay for another couple hours. You guys have terrible taste. But yeah, no, I'd like to maybe watch it again because I'm surprised it's that low. Because I know a few other people that do like it, but yeah, I just when you asked me if I what I thought, I'm not really surprised because that's probably where I'd rank it. It's a cool concept, but it's just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. I loved every movie, but yeah.
Apparently you didn't like it.
Another one for me is The Sandlot.
Oh my gosh, that is.
Do people hate that movie?
It's not high by any means.
Oh, I would rate that
that's
baloney.
Yeah, that's so good. When he pretends to be knocked out and he kisses the girl.
Yeah. I shared that on Facebook actually. He was the original Savage.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Oh man.
That's
even the second one I liked. It was
never saw the second one.
Yeah, it was one of my childhood crushes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's only got 59 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm gonna watch that one again.
It is a great movie.
That should be a lot higher.
So that one really hurt me. I'm
hurt by
I told my brother and sister about Rotten Tomatoes, and I said to them one day, I was like, oh, we should watch The Sandlot. They're like, well, what did it rate at? And I'm like, oh, 59. And they're like, that's not high enough.
Welcome to the new generation.
Yeah. So they wouldn't watch.
Honestly, I still do
That's
that.
people like you, man.
But yeah. I know the only way I usually do it is for theater because there's money involved. That I'm okay. If it's a movie I'm so interested in, bad reviews, I'll wait. If it's a movie I'm really interested in, bad reviews, I'll talk to people like I did with you and Lee with Conjuring, and I just saw it Cheap Tuesday or something like that. But whether it's Netflix or something, maybe I'll watch it. But when I'm spending money, if it's a 40% or something, it's I don't know. And I love we're listening now. There's so many movies I love that are a failing grade, But it's it's that first thing of I don't know. It's first impression is everything. But yeah, Sandlot is great.
It's such a classic.
Amazing. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was me and my sister's probably favorite movie. For a long time.
It's definitely. When we did our top 10.
It truly changed film when that movie came out.
I don't think it changed film. I wouldn't
change the way they make movies.
I'd definitely not say that.
It was the first color TV movie.
So I might be alone on this one, but I'll throw it out. The Grudge.
No, that's a good movie.
I'm pretty sure.
You like it?
You didn't like it?
That's good.
I'm just that guy shouting things in the back. I'm just the keyboard warrior.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I think I was pretty young at the time. I don't remember when it came out, but I remember actually being pretty scared by it.
All I know,
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy love.
All I know is that chick gets her jaw ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I know.
The second one was awful. Because they kill her
Oh
off.
yeah, see, look at 39%.
Yeah, I
5 is
think
better than 39.
that might have a lot to do with the Japanese version, though, because that one's so much more hardcore, same as like Ringu. So it's like that.
I saw the Japanese one is quite.
Yeah, so that's why I think that might be like, this is nothing on the American or the Japanese one.
So another one, I know Dylan will be with me on this one. It's only at 54% on Rotten Tomatoes, but Tenacious D.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
He
love
told me
that
about
movie.
that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because everyone I meet, like, I don't like it because I'm not a fan of it, but like everyone that I meet is just like, oh yeah, I really love that movie, and I'm surprised at 54.
It was a real box office.
Honestly, I understand that it's that rating.
Yeah,
But
Just
it's
because you have to have that taste.
That's
for it.
true.
If you don't go into it like,
Like
actually, that was probably my introduction to Tenacious D. So,
Yeah.
but I was
that was not actually my introduction to Tenacious D.
Really?
I feel
Yeah.
like it might have been mine.
It was. Do you remember the song Tribute?
yeah.
Do I remember it? Of course,
Yeah.
it's one of the greatest songs of all
Yeah,
time.
that came out well before the movie, and
Yeah, well, that's off their first album.
Okay.
yeah, exactly. And like me and my
I
buddy,
got it on vinyl.
like we were obsessed with that. And then like when that movie came out, I'm like, I have to see this.
Yeah.
And then I just always
Mine-
loved it.
Mine was the movie, and I just never got through it because not for me. And then I never touched.
The thing
never
is, like,
near him again.
The thing with that movie is it's definitely like because that's like their album, their second album, is The Pick of Destiny.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like their weakest album of the three that they have, but
Movie just schooled.
it's such a phenomenal
Oh,
movie.
it's so
Amy
great.
Poehler, that part with Amy Poehler, it's so funny.
Taylor,
And
do
the
you
whole
like
thing.
it?
I like the movie.
Oh.
I thought it was hilarious.
I just
That
love,
tells me what I need to know.
I
right
just
there.
love that like their music. So of course the movie.
That actually
That's
reminds me, School Rock's probably really low rating.
No.
I really
no,
like that movie.
people
Oh,
love that
look,
movie.
that
people
has
love
to be
it. People
high.
love
Look
it.
it up.
Yeah.
Look it
I
up.
feel like
Look it up.
School
People love
Rock is pretty
Yeah,
high.
because that's hailed as like his best movie, so I feel like that has to be pretty high up there.
Drum
Season
roll,
to go
please.
through. No, keep talking. Wi-Fi slow when we stream, folks.
92?
Yeah, 92.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no,
Yeah.
that people
Okay.
love that fucking
Okay,
movie.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Isn't there a TV show now? It's called School of Rock, and it's absolutely.
I don't know. I thought they were trying to make a TV show, so I imagine it could be out there. I guess
Oh.
now.
It's School of Rock Zombie Etiquette. Is that it?
Jack
I
Black,
hope
Mike
not.
White.
I hope not.
Mike White. Oh man, Actor of the Year.
And then I have Man of Steel because I'm like the only person in existence apparently. That likes
Yeah,
that
you
movie.
probably like.
Still
that
haven't seen it. I want to see it still.
Whoa.
You said you liked it.
I did
Pretty
like
fair.
it, but I'm not in love with it. I'll just give it I liked it.
Yeah.
It might be different now that I've watched a whole bunch of Smallville and such, because that was the first kind of introduction I had to Superman. But
Are you saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, Smallville?
I like Smallville.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. It's a TV show, right? I watched
Yeah.
7 seasons of it. You get a lot more information
Wow.
than a 2
That's
hour
a lot of
movie.
seasons.
No, yeah, man.
I was not a fan of Man of Steel.
What was
No.
the
It was long, it was
earlier
boring.
ones?
Yeah, I
What
felt
was the
so.
earlier Superman movies?
Superman?
Like the earlier ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not the
Superman.
old one, but like it was like Superman Returns or something.
Oh, like the one in the middle, Brandon Ralph?
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
not good either.
It was probably a low rating. I liked it.
Yeah, it is a low. It's for sure
So
low. And people
I'll
hate
throw
that
in the
movie.
list.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And it's not. Yeah, Superman's hard to do. That's a tough one. Those Christopher Reeves ones are great, and that's about it. 1 to 2 only.
So I'll throw this one out for you. Wet Hot American Summer.
I love Wet Hot American
Yeah,
Summer.
it's got a bad rating on Rotten
Oh,
Oh, I
Tomatoes.
know. It's such a cult classic. And then I just don't even know how they made that TV show with that, but it's just the fan base is so small but loud, and I love the movie, and the TV show is great. They're doing another season. I am so pumped. I love that show so much. I know Dylan's not as hype with me, but like that what the
I
TV
enjoyed
show,
it.
but like for
That
me it
was
was like
fun.
my favorite con of the year. I loved it. It's
I mean,
like,
I didn't get a lot of the inside jokes sort of thing,
Mm.
but I still
didn't
I
because
still
you watched
watched
the
the-
movie after, right?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, that's why you gotta watch the movie.
I think I did it too. I started the show and then I didn't even finish the show, so I didn't get to the
Well, I
movie.
mean, you can't blame us. Like, no one knew about the movie.
I know, but they did put it on Netflix before they streamed the show, right?
Only
So-
like a month, if that. It wasn't
So-
like a...
I would just say you need I just always felt like if you watch the movie, the jokes played a lot better because all the stuff.
I mean, I still watched the season, so
Fair,
it was
fair.
good enough for me to watch it.
love both of those. things.
Love it.
Yeah, so good. That's 10 O's.
10 O's.
Oh, yeah.
Not 4 to the power of 4.
No,
Ooh.
just like 10.
That's,
Bioshock.
that's something else.
So this
Bioshock's
is gonna
on
be...
you.
this is gonna be a Taylor one. I'm gonna get shit on for this. At a solid 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. Master of Disguise.
Oh no! Okay, yes, I had that on my list.
Yeah.
I had that on my list.
Okay.
I like that one
I thought
too.
I was gonna get shit on for that.
No,
I like
that is
Dana
on my
Carvey
list.
too much.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
totally-
bad movie,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's fun.
Oh, totally. 100%.
So freaking great. Turtle.
Yeah, when he's a
I'm
turtle.
gonna be the master.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, the movie's so bad, but it's fun.
When
Like,
are you turtley enough for the Turtle Club?
Yeah, the
Oh,
classic
that
line.
the quotes in that movie.
Yeah, Dana Carvey's too good.
Yeah.
You know,
Too
I'm
good to be
actually
true.
amazed that you guys all.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's like
Yeah.
1% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's
I
so
feel like
bad.
though critics would hate that
Oh,
one.
absolutely.
Like, very Wet Hot American
Yeah.
Summer, just where I feel like it has its fans. Like I bumped into a lot of people saying thing like, "Oh, that's so funny." You know, it's one of the first comedies I saw in the theater, truthfully, because my dad was just such a big Dana Carvey fan, and then that was my first thing I saw of him, and it was funny.
If
And
I
then
watched it
old
now,
SNL.
I don't know if I.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
Yeah.
wonder at this age.
It's on Netflix, and I've debated going
No,
back
I
and
wanna-
leave it-
rewatching
leave it, guys.
I want to
Leave it
keep
there.
those
Yeah, I'm not
memories. I
watching
want to
it.
keep those memories.
That
dude.
was my Star Wars. You guys ruined it for me.
No, that was like
You guys ruined it.
That was
It
like
was great
Bionicle
memories.
Mask
So
of
good
Light.
memories.
That was like Bionicle Mask of Light. I was like, oh, it's on Netflix, dude. Let's watch this. Me and my buddy.
Oh
Turn
my
on
God.
first 30 seconds. We're like, we're not fucking watching this shit. This is so bad. Like the animations are horrible. It's just so like childish. I just
Yeah.
couldn't handle it. Yeah.
There's one other movie I can't remember. Dylan.
No
You
offense.
said that you really like, and now you said you won't watch because of the prequel thing. But I can't remember. There's one movie you liked, and I was like, if you watched that today, you'd be like, it's not X-Men, but it's something else that was like Star Wars. I thought
I wish
was
you
some-
could remember it.
It's like
Yeah,
every
so
movie
I'll
that I
show
watched
you.
when I was
It might
younger.
come to me, but like,
If you remember, let me know.
Oh man, Small Soldiers. Probably had that one.
No, I think Small Soldiers is actually pretty good because I looked that up
I
recently.
think it's probably
Like going up the satellite thing. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard at that.
Dude, so good. That
There's
movie's so good.
The cast is so good too.
Small Soldiers just doesn't come up.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
not, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Classic Eli Stone.
When they're
Rat
like,
rate's
in the
44%.
car,
40, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
she like needs to go to the washroom.
Sorry?
And he's just like, just go out the window.
Yeah.
I'm prairie dogging.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
it anyway.
Oh, I know when and then they steal Hitler's car, and like they go to like the veterans rally, and his
Yeah.
tongue's all messed up. Like that, like it's just so
And
fun.
then he has like because he
Yeah.
had this thing on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has the Hitler stash.
Mr. Bean keeps falling asleep. Even though he's not playing Mr. Bean, he's playing Mr.
Oh,
Bean.
I know.
Like,
And, like-
they don't have the
and,
rights
like-
to that name, but he's Mr. Bean.
Like the heart,
Small Soldier is 48 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
heart. Yeah.
that seems about right.
That whole
Small
movie's
Soldier
weird.
was legit.
like
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Like when he's on the bus with all the whatever their names are. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that is why. Yeah.
See, that's a great. Like I could watch that now. And
Oh,
probably still
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
I've seen it like definitely in the last probably 3 years, and it was still like.
That doesn't
You're
It
still
was,
getting
it was
some
probably
laughs.
not super good, but I was like, I love this movie.
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, totally.
I get it. And then Halloween, the one from 2007, actually is really low, and I actually did really.
Is that the
enjoy
newest
it.
one?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Rob Zombie. I'm
Yeah.
very mixed on that. Half of it I like and half of it I don't, because Rob Zombie gets in this
I
weird.
think number 2, I remember thinking it was terrible, but I thought number 1 was okay.
Yeah, it's just some of the zombieisms in there. Like, he always in every movie has to talk about somebody fucking a dead body and this and that. It's just like, there's the origin stuff was kind of good, but then it was kind of,
Is
I
that
don't
too
know.
weird for
Yeah,
you?
yeah, a little bit. And then it's just, the sequel definitely ruins that when they talk about him and this sort of mind control thing. And
Yeah, the number 2 was not.
yeah,
good.
but one, I don't think it's terrible, but it's nowhere near, like...
Are you talking about like the
Cover
really
stuff.
old ones?
No.
No, we're talking about
The
Zombie.
The
I don't
reboots.
think you've seen them. Yeah, because it's his, like, origin.
I think
Michael's.
I've seen one of the newer ones where he like it shows him as a kid
Yeah, that's the very first one.
and he like
that
kills
we-
his
yeah,
family or
yeah.
whatever.
And it's, like I said, there's good parts, and then there's, like, I find lots of his family's kind of really cheesy. And,
Yeah, like
so,
I didn't mind it.
yeah, Rob Zombie's wife's in it, of course.
I
as
really
always.
like the older ones though.
Oh,
like
the older ones are so good. I
yeah.
can't wait for the new one, because Carpenter's coming back as a producer, and he's
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
score
okay.
it.
No, isn't that the one that's like all of them together or whatever? It's like a bunch of horror movies coming together or something like that. I heard a rumor about that. I'll have to look into it.
You definitely do.
Yeah. It was like a lot of horror movies like coming together.
In here.
There's like Jason,
Derulo?
Halloween guy,
Jason Derulo.
Psycho.
I think this is something else, because Psycho is just like a normal
Pinhead?
Norman Bates.
Yeah.
What's
No,
his
it's
name?
not.
Pinhead?
It's not Pinhead.
You sure it's not like a video game? There's talks about
No.
doing a Mortal Kombat horror video
No.
game.
I'll look into it.
Okay.
After,
Jessica, do you have any more movies?
I do. Final Destination.
Oh,
Those are awful.
love them.
No,
Love
the first
I
one.
never liked it.
Yeah, before it started getting like super outrageous, the first one.
No.
Was,
The whole.
I heard-
love them. They're so good.
Is it the first one or the one where they're on the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I heard the very last one, it ends with
Yeah,
them on the plane. And everyone's like, whoa, the series, man.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
I remember some of them got a little weird, but overall, I like the idea, and then you're just like waiting for them.
How
to
can you?
die
They
the
filmed
whole-
one at Playland
that's the way
in
I feel
Vancouver.
about
How can you
Saw,
not like
and that's
that?
why I don't like
It
it.
doesn't matter. It's the same reason why people are like, why don't you like the Canucks? They're from Vancouver. Because I don't give a fuck if they're from here. Half the people aren't even born in Vancouver.
Yeah, but you can go on
It doesn't
Playland and
matter.
ride on the rides that killed us.
It's about
Yeah.
quality for me, not if they're filmed in Vancouver. I just always thought the movies were lame and cheesy, and plus I never like movies where the villain is something you can't like physically kill or anything.
You didn't
like
like the
that.
book thief?
When it's just
You
people
didn't like
just
the book
like
thief?
dying.
Oh, okay, that one scene where
Book Thief is
Oh
amazing.
god,
they
you're not gonna sell me on this.
Yes,
movie.
you are. Okay, so I can't remember the specifics, but he wants to heat up some noodles. Okay, so he's gonna put some noodles in the
story of my
microwave.
life.
But unfortunately, one of the plastic like fridge magnets with a letter falls into his thing. And he puts it in the microwave,
Oh, rip.
and it catches his house on fire. Okay, and his house is on fire. You think this is how he's gonna die? He goes out the fire
Yeah, it's
escape.
always some-
He goes on the fire escape, but you know what? He freaked out when he saw it was on fire, so he threw the noodles out the window. He goes down the fire escape, down the ladder. When he gets to the bottom, slips on the noodles that he threw out the window. The ladder goes through and impales him.
Yeah, it's good.
So
Oh, man.
good.
Oscar right there.
So the one,
lame.
what is it like? Driving behind the truck with the wood, and it like comes out and.
That
Right?
freaks
Yeah.
me out. I
Yeah.
can't drive
Yeah,
a truck
see,
like that.
I know, it seriously just fucked with me. Seeing that as a kid and scarred
It's,
for
the
life.
movies
Yeah.
are so good because the whole time you know these people are gonna die, and there's so many little like spoilers, like or not spoilers, but just little things you see in
You're
the
like, oh,
background,
that's
and you're
gonna
like,
happen.
"That's gonna kill them. That's gonna kill
Oh,
them."
yeah.
But then it doesn't, and something else happens, and it's just
Oh, so good.
phenomenal.
I think I saw the one where the chick dies in the sun tanning booth.
Yeah.
That's
Which
a
one is
classic scene. That's the
is-
third one, I
that
believe.
is a-
Yeah,
yeah,
I,
it's
I
good.
think I've seen most of the third one then.
So good.
That was a classic scene.
I might have to. How many are there? 5?
5, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what I'm gonna do
It
tomorrow.
wasn't 4, it was like
Happy
the
Canada
final
Day. I'm gonna
destination,
watch
and then
the
5
final
came out. It was something like
Something weird like that.
I'll watch them all again.
that. Let me know.
You know. So,
I will
and-
say though, I dislike that stage in Melee because it has no platforms and it's really janky and Marth can chain grab and stuff. It's super dumb.
Okay, I have one more.
Fucking Marth chain
And
grab.
if
Peach,
everyone
Peach
here,
gets a free chain grab on Falcon, 0 to death. So dumb. So
somehow we're
dumb.
back to Smash.
Always.
Okay, last one. If anyone doesn't agree with me, you're no longer allowed on this cast. Space Jam is actually
Oh, yeah.
terribly rated.
Wow, that's
Makes
actually very
sense.
surprising.
It makes
Really?
sense.
I agree.
For
I felt-
rating wise,
I felt like
you haven't
Uh,
seen it, Dylan.
Total of 35%.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, but like it's purely a kids movie.
I guess you're allowed
Yeah,
to stay
but-
on the cast and
and-
ride your house.
And I think
there's so much hype
Yeah.
around it though.
yeah, but if you're not a kid, if you're a grown man that's 45 years old, have no kid, and like, hey, you're gonna go review Space Jam and watch Michael Jordan
Well, they shouldn't
terribly
be reviewing it.
act.
They should have 12-year-olds reviewing his movies.
You're gonna watch Michael Jordan terribly act his way through this hour and a
Oh
half.
man, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but he's an
Spin
awful
spin dunks
actor,
and stuff.
Yeah.
He was
I
killing
love
those
the
stunts.
movie. It's probably a 10 out of 10 for nostalgia and good old Zack Snyder just like fun, but like I could see why it's low.
I was actually gonna put that on my list, but I'm like, that can't be rated low.
yeah,
There's no
yeah,
way.
it's only
It's a
35%.
masterpiece. Yeah.
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Okay, Taylor, your time to
Oh,
shine.
here we go.
I
Last
haven't done
time
my
we were
list yet.
last time we did a newscast. That's the reason we started live streaming on YouTube, because he did the trilogy, and our reaction was crazy. I don't think it will be that. I'm not pepping up. I'm just saying. Last time Taylor had a list in his hand. That's what spawned. So it probably went for
Apparently,
the best.
Kirkland's not done yet, so I don't know if we want to leave Taylor till
No.
like
Oh,
dead end.
go right ahead.
Kirkland.
This one,
Kirkland's in there.
18% Rotten Tomatoes. This is probably one of my favorite childhood movies. The Tom and Jerry movie.
I haven't seen it enough to remember.
You haven't
I
seen
think
it?
I've just seen bits and
I
pieces.
I was obsessed with the TV show.
Yeah.
So watching the movie,
That's more Looney Tunes.
obviously I absolutely loved it. But I was actually surprised it was rated so low. I mean, I knew it was gonna be low, but 18%.
It's the same guy that saw Space Jam.
That's that. Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck this shit
He
again.
hates childhood movies.
I love Spielberg films.
Yeah,
They keep
Tom-
sending me this.
Tom and Jerry, I'll throw out there. Mars Attacks.
Dude,
Oh,
yes!
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but
god,
that-
yes!
I can see it being reviewed really poorly. Like, it's really over the top cheesy.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's
Tim
what
Burton
the
movie.
best part,
Tim Burton movie.
yeah.
And- well, of course, the Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, I really like that one, so I said I'd throw that out there.
Yeah.
Baby Geniuses.
Oh,
No,
fuck Kirkland.
no!
I've never seen it, except for when I was younger, so I haven't seen it since. But I have those memories.
Just take it off your list.
What about Little Rascals? How's that review?
Those are good. I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
those
high,
would be good. Yeah.
Legit.
Wait,
high.
those? Is there more than one?
Yeah, the second one's not very good.
Because they did one with Paris, and then they did one where
I've
they
only seen
got
the
the dinosaur machine. I watched it on Netflix a few months ago. Rugrats holds up all the way.
Master of Disguise, we already discussed.
It says a Little Rascals.
Oh, Little Rascals.
25%? Really?
Let's go. That's fun.
Wow.
I liked it.
Wow.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that
Amazing.
was quality. Good call out.
Oh, Darla.
Looney Tunes back in action.
That's awful. And I fucking love the hell out of Brendan Fraser, but it's a bad movie.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, it's amazing.
I saw it as a kid, I think, no.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You're always a harsh critic.
I love Looney Tunes, and I love Brendan Fraser. The Mummy.
I love that
The
movie.
Mummy made me love him, and for some reason, I just didn't find it #fun. Spy.
I really
It's
like
got
it.
93%,
Spy
yo.
Kids is
Wait,
great.
what?
93%.
Yeah, Spy Kids, because it was
The
really
original,
tongue in cheek.
baby.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, it was really tongue in cheek and done well. I watched
The
it.
Thumb guys.
I feel like I need to
The
rewatch
Thumb
this.
guys,
Thumb
yeah.
thumbs.
Oh, I'm
And
gonna
fucking-
re-download that.
What's the
Oh,
guy
I'll
when he
watch
gets
that
all the
right now.
different
I have it on
heads?
DVD.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
borrow
Maybe
it?
VHS, but maybe DVD.
I have both of those. Can I borrow it?
Oh, of course.
That's so
Nice.
good.
I'm so excited.
This one was rated 2.9 out of 10. Daddy Day Camp.
That's so good.
With, yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Oh wait,
Eddie
is that
Murphy?
no? Is that the? Are you sure? Because there's Daddy Day Camp and Daddy Day Camp. Daddy Day Camp says
It's
straight
Daddy
to.
Day Camp.
Okay, no, search Daddy Day Camp.
That's the one with. That's the.
Is that not the one with Eddie Murphy?
No.
Daddy
It's a
Day Camp.
sequel. It's
Oh, okay.
It's
I
a
was thinking
character, but
different.
they replace the actor.
Ignore that one then.
yeah.
Ignore that one
Daddy
then.
Day Camp.
That one
so
deserves
good.
the bad rating, I'm
Daddy
assuming.
Daycare is 39 on Metacritic.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, then add that one to my list.
Yeah, that's right before Eddie Murphy started making
Yeah.
really bad movies.
I really like that movie.
Fucking morbid.
This one you guys might not have heard of. It's called Who's Your Caddy?
Who's your
No.
caddy?
Who's Your Caddy?
That sounds like a good
I
film.
have not heard
Phil's,
of it.
are you throwing porn?
It
ones out
is.
there
It
now?
is very. It is actually very funny. It is. There's like some black rappers in there. So I watched it with my buddies one night. We were laughing our asses off. It's like a late night comedy, you know.
Late night.
Like a Friday sort
And
of
this
thing?
one kind of surprised me. It was pretty low rated, old school.
How low is it?
It was 60%.
Oh, okay, I know. Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
I feel like the only reason it's like that because it was maybe a bit before its time. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
I
I
could
feel
see
like
that.
now that genre it got picked up and now it's back to getting shit on
I
again.
had it on the list because that was probably one of my favorite movies.
Grandma's
really
Grandma's
good.
Boy. That one was really.
Oh man,
Yeah.
You're my boy Blue.
Yeah.
Like,
Even-
oh,
Even though like I kind of like Wedding Crashers more than Old School. I
I
love Old
don't.
School, but I love Wedding
don't.
Crashers.
Wedding
It's
Crashers is
so
so
good.
good.
I really hate Owen Wilson. So
You guys and your
Yeah.
bias against people that you
What?
can't enjoy a movie.
no,
because
like
of
literally,
it.
like if he's in it, I'll be like, I can't stand his voice. I can't stand his face. I just don't.
His
I
nose.
just-
Oh, wow.
Zoolander? Like you
Nose
didn't
like
watch
sevens.
Zoolander?
Taylor's
I watched
laughing.
it for. I just hate Owen Wilson,
I can't
so
believe
that's a strong
that.
bias against it. Anything he's in, I'm just like
So
Okay, what else you
gotta
got on
watch
your
it.
list?
Starsky and Hutch, though.
I've
Oh,
mentioned it.
That's awful.
Mentioned it.
There's
I-
a movie. Sorry, yeah, you go. I got an Owen Wilson.
No,
movie.
okay, I've already mentioned this movie before. MVP, Most Valuable
Oh,
Primate.
fuck. At least
Canadian
talking about
movie, Canadian
movies.
movie, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
There's
This
a
movie
movie.
was not
I
good though.
absolutely love that movie.
There's a
I watched
movie-
it like 20 times probably.
It's a remake of a TV show. It's called I Spy, and it's with Owen Wilson, Eddie Murphy, and like Owen
Oh, I've
Wilson's
seen
a
it.
spy. It's
I've seen
great. I know.
I
you
love Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
So,
Eddie Murphy's
like,
a
Eddie Murphy,
boxer.
like, oh yeah.
And when they
And
have
he's
the
a
eye
spy.
things, I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember the
Jean Grey's in there.
Yeah,
I
Pepper
forget
Jessica.
her,
And
yeah.
then when they have the gag where he's being all Mission Impossible and not hit by the lasers, and Eddie Murphy walks. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Do not take a step." Like, what? I'm just trying to work with you. And he takes a step, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
really
and then when he's
good.
boxing, and then
Yeah, and he
the
has
other
like the
side, yeah.
eye thing. Yeah, and it's a fun spy
Yeah.
movie. Another one.
That one I will accept Owen Wilson in.
Mhm.
I actually really like
You
that
just
movie.
reminded me of that spy movie with Frankie Muniz.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Cody Banks.
Hillary Duff.
So good.
Man.
Oh.
The first one. The second
The second
one.
one's
good.
awful.
You didn't like the second one?
No,
too?
the first one's where
Okay,
it's
the
at.
first one was really good, but I will admit I did like the second
Another
one.
Frankie Muniz one, Big Fat Liar.
Oh,
I know for a
yes.
fact that's 20%,
Yes.
but they fucking dyed Paul Giamatti blue. How can you not love that? And he's such a dick. I want to watch that so bad.
Frankie.
The one I saw as far as spy movies, Dylan and I had a long conversation about this a few months ago. It was Triple X. If anyone's
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that, I think
Have
it's
you seen
ranked
both of them?
pretty low. I hate the second one.
Yeah, the first one was...
Yeah, but the first one
He
is one of my
was
favorite.
really hyped about this movie.
Oh, because the third one's good. The first one's so much fun. Like
the first one is really fun. I rewatched it not too long ago. I'm like, this is very, very dated.
Oh,
this
yeah,
very,
it is.
very dated. Like, this is an old school action movie.
There's literally a line where a guy says, "Bitches come," and then they come through the door. And it's like, it's full on, like, action, like, cheese.
Super cheese, but like...
When he has a gun... When he has a gun that has, like, splatter, and then, like,
different
the thing
bullets.
that makes him forget, and then, like, explosives, so cool.
Oh, man, with the snowboard scene.
Oh, yeah.
When he's chasing the avalanche or whatever, or getting chased by the
You're
avalanche.
in the Xander zone!
Yeah.
It's fucking so good.
Oh, yeah, when he steals the guy's car at the very beginning.
Don't be a dick.
Yes, that's a great...
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear from Taylor a little bit.
Yeah, Taylor, tell us. Yeah, even
those were good ones, though. I'm glad you threw those ones out.
I don't know if my movies are gonna compare to this.
Oh, they will.
Well, I'm gonna say
The first one I just saw.
Bionicle.
Yeah.
But I feel like people that are fans like those.
No.
Is that a specific movie, or is that just Bionicle?
I'm just
In
well,
general.
I wrote trilogy, but I'll pick like Mask of Light.
Was Mask of Light in there?
in this trilogy?
Yeah.
When's
Yeah.
the last time you watched these?
From
Like the
last
Bionicle
year.
Within the year.
Okay.
Within the year.
Okay.
Absolutely.
In 2016 or like
2016. I know.
Do you
I will
have-
admit,
yeah.
though, Mask of Light, when I watched that when I was younger, that was my shit.
So
I loved
hype.
it so
Yeah,
much.
those were so much cool.
Super
Really
hype. Because
good.
that was when the toys were coming out and
Oh,
stuff.
the
and
toys were.
I
I
had
have so many of
Man,
those
if the Lego
toys.
movie came out when we were kids, then
Do you have the Halo movie on there?
Which one?
What was the one that was on Netflix? Because I did
Forward
watch
to
that
Dawn?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
It's
one
still on
was
there.
that one was good. I actually really liked that.
I think wasn't that one rated pretty terribly?
it was probably rated.
Probably,
C,
but it was
That
released
one's
as a
good.
YouTube series at first, and then they put it out. I didn't
That's
expect
fair,
it to go on DVD after. That caught me off guard. But
So I know we sold it at Target.
yeah,
back
we
in the
did sell
day.
it Target, $5.
Yeah.
Valued
That was a
I had
good
to
one.
backstock that one a lot.
Backstock.
Oh, classic backstock days.
Jurassic Park 3. I like Jurassic
I
Park.
really
I'm
like
with
it.
you.
Yeah,
I really
I
like
agree.
it.
It's definitely, as I've gotten older, not that good of
I
a
haven't
movie,
seen
but
it
it's
in a
still
lot of
fun.
years,
Yeah, it doesn't hold up, but it's still
J
fun.
Park.
Jay Park is right.
Yeah,
I know that guy, J Park.
I got Transformers.
Alan.
Which one?
Robots in Disguise.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, because they're all pieces of fucking shit. Awful movies.
I
I
had
think
fun
the
when I
first
watched
one
it.
was good, wasn't it?
I had fun watching them. The Shia LaBeouf's one.
Speaking of
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf,
is he still on?
Disturbia?
He did 3. No, he's...
Disturbia is a classic.
That's a
Dude.
good one.
Dude,
Lee
I
Mark
actually
Wahlberg.
forgot about that
I
movie.
forgot about
That's
that
a
movie
real
too.
good
I
one.
liked it.
I like
Disturbia.
Disturbia.
Transformers, yeah, they can go to
Wonderful.
hell. And they can stop making those god-awful movies.
Oh my gosh.
They're awful. They're just, like,
They were
terrible to film
They were
society.
fun. I liked it.
What if they want you to be in the next movie? What if
I
they
would say,
want-
I legitimately say
Hasbro-
no.
Hasbro comes to you with a reboot.
No.
They want
What
you
if
to
they give
reboot
you
it.
like?
Okay, a reboot's a bit different.
What if they
'cause
give
then
you
I-
like 32 million?
Reboot.
Reboot.
Anyone remember that show? Reboot.
That was a good show. That was
Great show.
amazing.
I think it's a-
Reboot. Yeah.
Reboot!
Weren't they supposed to
So
reboot
do
that?
I get 32 million and get to reboot it?
No.
So
But
it's
you
either
could-
reboot it or 32 million.
Yeah.
I'd reboot it because I feel like if I made a quality film, I could potentially get bigger value later on than 32 million of like, and I would sit down with just a bunch of like fucking Transformers
Okay,
geeks
but let me
and
ask
just be
you.
like,
Let me
hey,
ask you this: so if someone rebooted it
no
again,
people.
if someone
You want any
rebooted it
people in
again,
it?
not you, would you watch it though?
It would all depend on director.
So a no-name
Zack Snyder?
director
Oh.
directed it. No offense.
What'd you say? Did you say Nolan?
I said Zack Snyder.
Oh no, God. Oh.
Okay, so no-name director
Owen Wilson
directed a new Transformers.
Oh,
would you
fuck
watch
Owen
it?
No,
So
not
then
until...
take the 32 million.
What? No,
That's
but
it.
like Transformers fans would watch it because they watched that shit. Like I think they'd watch it without Michael Bay. Like if Transformers come out, they're gonna watch it. People are trying to love that movie, so I would watch it eventually. But it would depend if it's a no-name director and it gets the same review. Then no. But if it was like a no-name, but they're like, man, great. People are telling me it's great. Like people that I have similar tastes tell me it's great. Then I'd be like, oh, I'll check it out. But yeah, no humans. Just make it about
No
the fucking
humans.
robots. Yeah, make it about the robots. That's
Destroy
what the
all
animated
humans.
shows were the best. Like.
Yeah.
I like those as kids. Like they were my favorite thing, but those were the best. Like you don't need.
I have comic books of them.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need humans to make it good, and that's been the biggest problem
You
with
need
that.
Shia LaBeouf.
Humans need to make the movie though.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I thought you meant like as quality, like make it like
Destroyed him.
Yeah.
I like it. Props to Dylan.
I thought you meant an entirely different thing. I thought he meant like the humans in the film make the film. Like
This guy's
no.
getting into the film industry. Guys, should we tell him?
Does he know that he was
Aw.
Oh,
Hope that was
Doesn't-
Dylan's pride. No.
It was.
He
It
tried.
fell flat. Didn't break though.
Yeah. What else you got, Taylor?
Leprechaun in the Hood.
oh my God.
That's a great movie. It's awful.
All those Leprechaun movies, I'm sorry. They're all just so great. The cheesy,
Was it all Jennifer
cheesy
Aniston?
remarks.
She was in the first one,
one.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was
I
good
definitely
acting.
saw that one then.
All the cheesy remarks and just the Leprechaun is just
When he
it's so
raps
great.
in them, yeah. And I love that there's a sequel. There's not even Leprechaun in the Hood. There's Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Yeah.
There's like, me and my friends have spent many late nights. We actually wrote a Leprechaun movie one time, like
Really?
in that vein. Oh, yeah. We also wrote a movie one time with Snoop Dogg as Santa, as like a gangster.
Yeah.
It's great.
Bad Santa.
Better.
So I got my last one here. I'm surprised. I think this movie deserves a lot more.
Oh,
It's
no.
it's a great movie. I love Nicolas Cage. What?
Ghost
National
Rider.
Treasure?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Rider.
Okay. Yes. I was gonna put that on my list, but I totally forgot.
Yeah,
Props.
National
Props.
Treasure. I love National Treasure, both of them.
Yeah.
I think they're really fun. I love historic.
Oh,
historic
totally.
kind of stuff
I
like
totally
that.
agree with you.
And I love how he's always getting betrayed, left, right, and center.
I definitely like the first one more than the second one,
I do too.
just because it was OG and
And Sean Bean.
John B. Oh yeah, he was the bad
Yeah,
guy in it.
star.
I forgot.
Johnny.
And how they had to
Or
get the
Boromir, the better
Declaration
one.
of Independence.
Boro.
That was
Sorry?
pretty- They had to get the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah,
I love
like,
how they did that.
I just I really liked that movie when I was younger.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. That was a good one. Good one, Taylor.
They're fine. They're not. I wouldn't say they're bad, but yeah.
Anyone got anything else to
Yeah.
throw out?
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
I
you
have
to.
I have a TV show actually. This really phenomenal documentary recently.
Oh no!
Oh, we'll cut it right there. Roll credits.
And where can they find us?
Taylor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time.
I know, that's why I thought you should do it. I've mocked you enough times. Or not mocked, sorry, but
Whoa, impersonated.
Mocked.
impersonated.
So
You didn't even hit your paper or anything here.
with that
There you go.
awesome internet connection, as long as you have it, wherever you are, you can go into the search bar, Google, Bing, Yahoo, I don't know, I don't care. You can type in GeekVerse Podcast, but I want you to preferably go and type in Facebook. I want you to sign in, and I want you to type in GeekVerse Space Podcast in your search bar, and you'll see it. It's got an awesome logo that Travis made. It's beautiful. It's green as a G and a V. You click on that, you're going to see over 150 likes.
Oh.
Check us
Woo!
out. It is fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm going to employ you to go to Twitter and follow us at GeekVerse Cast, where we have over 170 followers. But yeah,
171 after night.
exactly. Yeah, but yeah, as you saw, I just do a good look on YouTube. If not, like Taylor said, search us Google, everywhere, iTunes, SoundCloud, everything like that. We got lots of specials coming. We literally have 4 spin-off shows right now. So most of the time you're getting 2 shows a week. So and
We're
we got
dropping
Dynamic
bombs
Duo, we got
every
Netflix
week.
and
We're
Fail,
We're
dropping.
gonna go
Netflix
do some
and
Netflix and fail right now.
Geeks and Creed.
Bringing content for you.
But
Oh,
yeah, I'm
man.
not sure what will be
Let's go.
next week. Thank you for tuning in. Whether you're listening to the podcast, watching on YouTube, we'll see you next week. You'll hear us next week, and I promise you, it will not be boring.
Hashtag it's fun.
Good night.
Hashtag.
Hashtag it's